Hold on, we haven't popped up yet. I don't think we have. Oh, are we here? Oh, there's a commercial. Oops.
Commercial? You put it on?
It's Friday, right? Is
Um,
it Friday? Why doesn't
all day.
Why doesn't it feel like a Friday?
I don't know. Is it like a Friday off? Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, here we are. Might look like you're cut up over there, but
I'm
you
cut
are. You are not cut off.
Well,
You
not
are not. That's what you look. I don't know why it looks weird. Like we go through this every week. We always look different. Here, and we look here. Hi. Happy Friday. Hey. Hey guys.
The people's own.
The peoples have arrived.
Okay, so let me see.
Oh no, are we skipping?
Here we go.
Oh, Angela, we had pizza too. Friday is just
Ooh.
live streaming pizza. For when we're going live stream, we always get pizza because it's just easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy food.
Right.
Hey, Diane. Renee, Bernadette.
Okay, help pull my
From Miss Bohemian. Go, she just put blush on over there. Oh gosh, she would be fine before we got on. I was getting all the stuff up. He was still getting dressed at the table.
No, because you've already done nothing, guys. Y'all know that.
Well, Ari had pizza too. Anybody else have pizza? Fridays is just.
I was almost turned off
for
to pizza
pizza.
because we ordered pizza the other day, and I used to love the pizza at the Big Y. We used to work there and all that, but the other day it was just a lot of bread, very little bit of sauce.
I honestly think because I see a whole bunch of signs that says we're hiring. They're probably new people.
Wow.
Because like this grocery store called Big Y, like in Connecticut, they do like this huge party size pizza, which is like a great big rectangle, and it's like cut into 40 slices of pizza for like $14 or 12. It's like a really good deal. It's really good. And so when I called to order a party pizza the other day, they're like, "Oh, we're not doing party pizzas today." And so I was like, "All right, well, can I just have like maybe two? Can I have two larges?" And first of all, the slices were all like cut different sizes. Like the person didn't know how to like roll the pizza. There was one where like the pizza was like this, and then there was one that was like this. They were all different sizes. Like you go to pick up a slice and you pull up the whole pizza. Like they were all different sizes. And then it was just all bread that wasn't cooked thoroughly. Like whenever Josh orders pizza, he always says well done, which sometimes I'm like, I don't want like crunchy pizza, but like it's never crunchy, it's thoroughly cooked. Like that Big Y pizza we needed to say well done because it was not cooked fully.
Yeah.
And
I don't even
no
mind
sauce.
that it wasn't like well done, so to speak, but it just had any sauce.
And then they saw, and
Yeah.
then like the cheese was there a little bit. It was the barely cooked, the no sauce, and like the cheese, like it was
Because I can eat
everything
pizza
for
all
me.
day long. I can get it the next morning cold. I can eat it cold.
We threw away so much pizza.
Yeah, I mean,
because
we
we
literally
always
did
eat
because
it.
it was horrible the first night.
day.
I knew it would be intolerable.
And then
the
it was just pizza dough the second night. Like the sauce evaporated overnight in the refrigerator. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But the pizza tonight was good. We ordered from Big Y, I think, because the place around the corner was closed.
Right.
I think they're closed on Sundays. I think we wanted it Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, earrings are cute. Do you ever repeat wearing? LOL. I find that I repeat wear like basic earrings. Like my hoops, I'm always wearing hoops. But these ones,
I asked you that because you were getting
That's
such
a good
cute
question.
earrings. They're so cute. And I'm like, they're so recognizable. They're so noticeable that the first time people are gonna like have a fit. I'm like, can you wear them again? They're so outstanding.
right? Like if I wear like the giant like watermelon slices to work,
Yeah.
could I wear the giant
Did you
watermelon
order all those
slices
earrings for
again?
the day?
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I did
Okay.
put an order in for Shein. So these are also Shein earrings. Love these ones. I thought these were fun.
So cute.
Hi, 106 Andy. Hi, Wisdom is better.
Okay, I'm gonna come out over here. We see me early do that.
Are you on Facebook, girl?
Yes, I have to post.
Girl.
Let people know. The girls know.
Let the girls. Bernice. Hey, Sarah.
Okay, let me head on over to YouTube.
Wanda, you totally have to. They're like anywhere from like $1 to like 3 or 4. Such a good deal. I love the Shein earrings. Again, their clothes are hit or miss.
Really?
Yeah, like I've been seeing the teachers of TikTok, they keep doing like teacher haul from Shein. I'm gonna pass on that because like I know the clothes are see-through. I
Have you
just
ever
feel it in my soul that
have
the
you ever gotten
skirts are
anything yet?
see-through. items here or there, but the material's thin. It's just thin. And I just know I'm not buying any skirts or shirts because it's just gonna be thin.
Okay.
Shein, Shein.
Oh, we finally reached 31,000 subscribers. Look at that.
Hey.
Okay. All right. So let's see what's here. I see. There's Miss Bella, Angela Marcinkovich, Dana Ann. Hi, Dana girl.
Hey. So Essie.
Andy.
Essie said, "Tay, is this the Palmer's line in your hair?" No. So we're moving on to other collabs, but no. So I just posted my Palmer's collab today, but I've had it for a few weeks now. Today was just like the posting date. But the Palmer's line seriously is good. Like when I think of hair products, I don't think like, oh, let me go buy Palmer's.
No, I don't.
But I really like that length retention biotin line. All of it, the whole line is just really good. The leave-in, the curling cream, I love using those together. The shampoo. The deep conditioner is only 5 minutes. It's nice and thick, like your hair feels like butter when you rinse it out. And I think the products are like $6 each. It's like one of those good, affordable lines. And it's like length retention. It's good for like split ends, breakage. I loved it. But this is not that. This is actually, because we'll be doing a review on it. This is, what is this?
Mael?
Oh, the new Mael Oats and Honey. That's what's in my hair today.
Mm-hmm.
So they get some free promo right now. But we are doing a YouTube review on it. And some Instagram.
Have you guys heard about it?
Yeah. Anybody heard about the new Mael, the new Oats and Honey line? That's what this is.
It's like, would you say scalp treatment kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's for sensitive scalp. Like sensitive scalp.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I tried it this week. I liked it.
How close to Springfield are you? Oh.
Springfield, Massachusetts?
Yeah, that's deep. That's probably like an hour from where we are. I know it's
Or
close. It's
more.
close to Hartford. We're about 50 minutes from Hartford.
I would say
So
probably like 2 hours. I think?
no,
An hour
I
and a half?
don't think we're 2 hours from Springfield.
So
Springfield is right.
Springfield's
It's right like when you first enter Mass. I feel
Okay.
like people who lived in Hartford were always going to like a Springfield church. I feel like
Yes.
that was like an out. I don't know. We're like in the tail end of Connecticut, and Springfield's all the way up near, obviously Massachusetts.
Okay.
But I feel like people like who were in Hartford went to go to
Okay,
church who
yeah.
were like in the Hartford area of churches.
Okay.
Like they would always be in Springfield, Mass, because we had like a sister church up there. I felt
Yeah.
like it was like 45 minutes. So maybe you're right. Maybe it's about 2 from us. But that seems long. Because it took us 2.5 hours to get to Boston. So that seems
Right.
long. We're not that
Yeah.
close to Springfield though.
Mm-mm.
No.
Who's in Springfield?
Where did the comment go? Oh, Diane Cabrera. She said they have Red Rose has good pizza.
Oh, okay. You know, I always heard this nothing like New York's pizzas, like nothing beats New York, Ray's famous pizza, New York. Because where do we always go to when we go to New York? That little place we always go?
Is it Bravo? Bravo?
I don't know, we always stop
Right when you get off of, get out of Grand Central, it's like right near like across the street from the Bank of America, and it's diagonal from Zara, right across the street from
Like we go there all the
right
time.
from the library. It's like this good, I think it's Bravo Pizza, I think. Yeah.
I love that.
Even last time when Josh wasn't impressed, he said
He
it was very bready.
Oh,
But I
he's
said,
never
but you can
impressed.
eyeball a pizza and know whether it's going to be good or not. I
Yeah.
don't like thick pizza, so when I was looking at the ones that were thick, I didn't go with those. I went with the thinner ones. I don't
love
like
thin
thick pizza.
You guys like thick or thin pizza? I do not like all that
Thin.
stuffed crust, all that extra breading,
Just a
all
lot
those
of
deep dish.
bread.
I don't like that. Just a lot of bread.
Like Chicago pizzas, they're just like thick.
The thinner, the better. I like.
Yes. So Team Mom, are you guys making progress with moving? Moving what? Us? Or me moving to my class, or which move are we talking about? There's a few
There's a whole lot of
moves.
moves
There's
going
a
on
few
here.
moves going on. There's quite a few moves going on.
Yeah, and the crunchiest move happened last week. So
Story time.
So we were on live last week, and like Friday nights we stay. Well, I don't know late, but we do live, and so the next day we were tired.
We be sleep on Saturdays.
So I woke up probably like around 6:30 in the morning, and I noticed I got a text from the landlord saying that she was coming over. No, she was sending people over to pay the driveway. No notice, no nothing. Anywhere between 6:30, it was 7.
yeah, she said that they were coming between 7:45 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. and she was texting us at 8 o'clock.
I don't know what the
in the
crunching
morning.
is because we've been here for like 20 years. I do not know what maybe it's kind of like slight pressure to maybe like to move us along or something. I don't know, but it was so uncalled for. So I immediately texted her and I said there was just like no way in the world we're gonna be able to get it together. I said she said
wanted us. Yes, we had to clear the driveway, and so there's 4 people in the house. And we're all grown, so like everybody has their own car. So she wanted us to move all 4 cars. But the way our street is set up, it's like a really small private road that you can't just line your cars up and down the street. You can't park on the street.
The town of
like
Monroe
your car will get nailed.
has specific things that you can and cannot do. For instance, you can't paint your house any color you want to. It's very it's a very old-fashioned kind of Andy Griffith classic kind of a town like that. So you can't do that. If you have a business, like sometimes doctors have a business out of their home or an eye doctor or something, you can only have like a very small sign that just kind of like says your name. I mean, there's like a lot of like guidelines. So for all of us to line up the street with cars, it just doesn't happen.
Like,
You've never seen it.
The very last minute, they could have been there by 7:45, anywhere from 7:45 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. She's texting us at 8 o'clock a.m. So already like the window's late, and she's like, move all 4 cars out the driveway, and she's like, and line them up down the road, and it's like, well, where? And then there's like this small spot at the end of our street. But like Adam goes to work at night, and the cars had to be out of the driveway for 24 hours. So I'm like, so when he needs to go to work, he needs to walk out of the house. There's no like street lights on our street, and walk all the way down the road in the pitch black when there's like wild animals outside to get to his car. The whole thing was crazy.
And the convenience of the whole thing is that she owns this house, and then she owns the house right next door, and those people have moved out. So that house is empty. The driveway, therefore, is free. So I asked her, I said, well, can you do it not on the same day? Like, don't book the paving of the driveway on the same day for both houses. I said, that way, when you're paving this house, we can park our cars there, and then we can move our cars, bring them back over here, and you can pave that. Absolutely not. She wasn't doing that. So I said, well, absolutely not. I said, you can't come over here today because it's just not going to work out. And that was the end of that.
Yeah.
And she didn't, because first of all, you have to give people notice.
Yeah.
Yes, she owns the house, but we still have been living here, and you have to have that respect. So
that
she
was
was
the
going to
thing
play
for
hardball.
me.
I played hardball.
It was the respect. I'm like, it is a beautiful Saturday in the summer, July, and like she assumed we had no plans. I'm like, we just had our birthday. I'm becoming a teacher. I could have been having a party. We could have needed our driveway, and she was telling us we had to we couldn't use the driveway for 24 hours, and she's letting us know literally 15 minutes after the people are supposed to be here. It's like, oh, by the way, these people are coming 24 hours. Move your cars. You can't use your drive. Like the whole thing. Like to me was the disrespect of not like giving us notice or caring about our time, just kind of telling us here's what you're gonna do.
Anyone
and it was
knows the relationship between landlord and tenant is iffy at times, and it never really has been. However, they said it takes a very skilled real estate person to sell property when you have tenants existing in the house, and so it takes a very special kind of a mindset. What she got does not have that mindset at all. So that's already the first rub. And then she always seems like she gets these people that are almost like her what is it, like wolves. Like she has this timid role, and then she gets these people. The last one was the manager. Okay,
the property manager,
simply because when Jay left, I was going to be taking over, and I wanted to start this whole thing all over again. So I wanted to do the walkthrough and everything, because to me, I felt like I was the brand new tenant, so to speak, and I just wanted to point out things, whether it was our fault at the time or whatever. I just wanted to start fresh like that. She didn't care for that. So next year, she hired a property manager after, at the point, maybe we were here 18 years. That was weird, and he was nasty, and he said, you don't own nothing, basically, whatever she wants, that's what happens. Oh my God, okay?
Yeah, was busted.
Every time he came over here, it was just like knockdown, drag. I just could not stomach it. Number one, I'm like in my 50s, and she's getting like these younger people that just, you can't tell them anything, and I cannot stand that mindset at all. So that's already the first rub. This new one here,
he's not personable.
Not at all.
He's not personable.
Yeah, not at all. So that was big problem on Saturday. No, that didn't happen. I wasn't the least bit concerned, because right is right, and you have to give people notice.
Yeah.
And she didn't.
And I think that was kind of like the last straw, because there had been like a few things. Like she was going to do the walkthrough with the realtor, and they were late for that. And because she had told us like they were going to do the walkthrough, that we could be here in the house, and they were going to be here at 10:30. She texts us the morning of, like, we're basically waiting. She's like, yeah, we're actually going to be there at like 11:30, and you guys need to leave the house. And it was like torrential pouring rain, and we were like,
and these are not kids. Yes, we all moved in when these were like Adam was 3 at the time, Spencer was in 6th grade, you were in 4th grade or something. And so she said, can you all get in the car and go around the corner and sit at the Dunkin' Donuts? Like I have a bunch of little kids, little toddlers. Come on, guys, everybody. these are grown men and women. I'm like, no, we cannot. I can't gather up all my kids and all of us go hide out at the Dunkin' Donuts. Like, what is this about? So,
I don't like the being told one thing and then it's like, because like you were looking at me because I was telling you one thing. I'm like, no, Mom, that's what she said. And then she was like, she confirms like, yeah, I did say that, but basically plans have changed. Like, we need y'all to leave. Like, long story short, we were here while they did the 2-second walkthrough. And then the next thing was they were supposed to be taking pictures of the house and saying that she said they were going to be here at 3:30 and they didn't roll up till 4 and it could take an hour. And to me, it's just like, if you say one thing, like stick to the time. Like, how do you just show up late? Like, I don't understand. And then like the next morning was that she was going to be using our driveway, and that was like the final straw. It's like she does not respect us or our time, and it's just getting too much now. It's getting busted.
Okay, so let me see. So Wanda Schultz, you had a birthday. Hey, can you back? Let me see. She had a birthday.
She had a birthday?
Yes, I saw that.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What's up? Oh, doggy.
Exactly, T-Mom. Like, it would have been nice to ask what day is best to come do the driveway to give you guys time to coordinate when you're out.
And I hate confrontation and bustedness. And I'm like, this is gonna be a long process. And it's like, why does it have to be busted like already up front? Like, because you said, like, we're really trying to be as accommodating as possible, but like, we're not gonna be walked all over either. Like, that was just busted on Saturday.
Yeah. I didn't care about it at all. It's better than my 21st.
Dogginess, you stop playing around. You stop.
It was the best day ever. It was my birthday, and I got a third grade classroom teaching position. Oh, so she'll be teaching third grade. Who? Wanda Schultz, right here.
Where are you at?
So she'll be decorating her classroom soon for the first time. I'm
Awesome.
you for inspiration.
Honestly, like, all I keep doing is showing hauls and stuff because I can't get in my room. So, but I did get an email today talking about new teacher orientation, so that will be on August 18th and 19th. So I know both of those days I can get into my room. But the first day of school is the 26th, and so that makes me very nervous because that's not a lot of time, especially when you're factoring in 2 weekend days from. Like the 18th is a Wednesday, so I'll be in there that Wednesday, that Thursday, that Friday, that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday's the first day. Like, I don't know.
But thank goodness it's not a brand new school or a brand new experience. Like, you know these people, you know the school.
Yeah.
But it is brand new.
But to me, I think I won't like really be settled until I can just get I can do my room. Right. Once I get my room done, then I will be all set because there's just a lot going on. There's just a lot of moving parts in my room, and
the sooner we can get in there,
the better. And I still need to clean it out.
Third grade before.
Spence, can you take doggy out, please?
Yes, Miss Bohemia, that's what I'm thinking of. I don't want to go that route, but I feel like I need to start writing some of this stuff down. There's a lot of like little crunchy things that are happening, and I feel that I don't know. It's almost I hate always like screaming the discrimination card and all that, but I do feel almost kind of sort of that it's maybe because of my marital status now. I maybe shouldn't feel comfortable with that. I don't know why. We have been paying things better than we ever did when I was married because there's just like more hands on deck here, more wallets. Like, so we're taking care of things. I feel it could be maybe my disability. It maybe makes her nervous because I do have one, and people get worried about that. Maybe the insurance rates are. Like, I don't know. I haven't asked for anything extra. Though I feel like I need some grab bars around here. I feel like I can use some lighting in the hallway upstairs, but I haven't asked for any of those things. But I don't know if that part of it making her nervous. I do know, because I do my own research, that there's something called first right of refusal that we were never offered to buy the property. Does she think that black folk can afford property? I don't know. She didn't make that offer. We have been here for 20 years. Who else should she offer it to? You know, so I thought that was very strange when I found that out. I was like, wait, what is this? First right of refusal?
There's just a lot of assuming that's been going on lately.
Yeah.
And it's like, why
very
is that?
Weird. So we're just waiting and see. And then when the people came over here to do the photo shoot, the woman that was doing the pictures kept wanting to know, have we found a place yet? Like, almost like she was sent over here to get some information. She kept asking, did you find a place? Did you find a place? No. Nope, because at least we decided the lease. No, we got full lease to work out. So no, we have not found a place at all.
So Wanda said she's never taught third grade, only subs. So it'll be your first year teaching? Like, oh my god, that's so exciting. But she said everything's happening so fast. Like, I feel like now everything is just like picking up speed and I'm trying to remain calm. Everybody has like a role in the house. Like, there's people who are movers, there are people who are going to be calming my nerves. Like, it's just, yeah.
How did you get the position? The third grade position? Are you a certified teacher?
She said pull together and buy a family house. Something we've been talking about.
We have been talking about that.
Yeah. Because at first I was saying like apartments and different. I'm like, but why? But why? Like start renting apartments and it's like why? Like I feel like we should get another house. Just rent.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Bohemia, because I do think like we're there now, unfortunately. They do, yes, absolutely get super shady, very fast.
Uh, 106 Andy, I'm teaching 6th grade. 6th grade science and math. So question, right? If you're a teacher or if you have kids or like maybe just have an idea what you think is exciting. So I have like a prize jar and I think I'm gonna put like stickers and fun stuff in there, but I don't know how to use it as an incentive. I want it to be like behavioral, you know, when the kids, you know, follow the rules and the expectations and stuff, like they get rewarded. But I'm like, how often do I do it individually? Do I do it as a class? Like what's like a set kind of system I can have where it's like, okay, you know, every Friday do I like pick a period and say, okay, this period basically was like, you know, the best behaved all week. This period gets to pick from the prize jar. Like I don't know how to do my prize jar. I've been Googling and I don't know how to do it. I do not know how to do it. Does anybody have any suggestions on like how do you run your prize jar or class incentives or any of that?
Styling, is that, she knew styling was, is it
And keep it,
is it Sena?
and keep in mind I'm middle school, so I'm having 5 periods of probably like 20 something kids in each period. So some things, like you were giving me ideas, I'm like that only works if you're probably like an elementary school teacher with like one group of kids, like one group of 25. Like I'm gonna have multiple classes.
Aww. So somebody said, but you finished it. Mace Fresnoza said, I saw a post that implied homework teaches kids to, and then you said to know, to what, to not like school or something? What does it teach kids?
Kids to normalize taking work at home. What are your thoughts? It normalizes, I'm sorry, could you rephrase that? What is it about homework?
So once I had a temp license that ended in June, but the principal in that 3rd grade area has been after me to teach. I interviewed with her a long time ago and she was so impressed with me. Okay. Temporary license. Okay, I never heard of that temporary license. Have you heard of that?
No.
Is it like a step above like what is it? When the teacher's out, is that what I'm looking for? A substitute teacher.
So Toria said, give them all a card to collect good stamps at a weekly goal.
You
So I
said
thought
that,
about that,
right?
like a punch card, but I'm like, what if they lose their cards? Like, I
said
give
they
them a
shouldn't-
card and they lose the card.
No, I said don't give it to them. I said have a box, and when they do something, they can step up to the box, like punch the card. I said then put it right back. There's no reason for them to carry the card away. I don't think.
But see, like, I'm thinking, like, how would that work? So, like, at the end of the period, like, do I say, okay, all, like, 25 of y'all say the whole class was good, come up and punch your cards? How long will that take, though? Like, I'm thinking time-wise, I gotta pull everybody's card out and punch and but what about the kids that are busted? They don't get a punch? Does that, like, put them on blast? Like, I'm trying not to put, I don't know. Because they even said behavioral charts are, like, a no-no now. Like, on the wall, like, it, like, airs out kids' behavior daily, like, boom, like, they see it, like, they don't, people are saying behavior charts aren't a thing.
You know, back in the day, they used to have a great big chalkboard, and they put the names of the kids on there. They were not bothered.
Get rid of little raffle tickets. That's cute. That's a cute idea. Again, I guess if you lose them, you lose them, but maybe make different things, different raffle tickets. Like maybe a sticker will be like 3 raffle tickets, or something else would be like more like, that's interesting. That is
the best
interesting.
behaved
I like the
students
raffle
got
ticket
the
idea.
prize. And I said, and if you're gonna go that route, if you are even allowed to go that route nowadays, you have to kind of like be firm because you're so nice and you don't want to hurt anybody and all that. And so once you make your decision, you can't waver because anybody can like whine and cry and all that. And always kind of like have you change your mind, and so it won't be fair to the kids that really work hard and they see somebody else can just like whine and cry and talk you into getting something. You have to really be firm with your say. There's always another day. There's always another day to get this. So it's not a big deal that today you didn't get it. Just try harder tomorrow, whatever. You have to be firm in that way. Mm-hmm. You can't listen to their story because your decision has been made. Firm. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, because like my first idea was to basically like do it as like a class thing, like each of my periods. So I have like say I have period 1 through 5. If period 1 like does their work, well behaved, all that kind of stuff, like they get a tally, and like whoever has like the most tallies, whatever period has most tallies at the end of the week, Friday gets to choose from like the prize stash. That's what I was thinking of doing it like that.
That's a great idea. As a Toria Camarachi said, have them leave their cards on the desk. You go around and catch them doing good, give them a stamp. I said that. I said kind of like you see something, it doesn't have to be anything major, but you could see maybe somebody dropping a pencil on the floor. I said, and then you see somebody just kind of like what they're called random acts of kindness. And I said, I just saw what you did. I really like that. So like punch their card for something like that. Because I said, you never know. You'll come like a thief for the night. You never know what's going to catch your eye, and somebody's doing something good, mm-hmm. and it deserves a punch.
So try student of the week. So the one with the card, but they like each period, like, but they have their own thing. Walk in and the first thing you do, like as like a procedure, like take your card out and always just have your card on your desk.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. That's just like maybe like one of the things that happen, in your science class or math class or however, you're gonna utilize mm-hmm. it. And then, initially it seems kind of like bothersome, but eventually it'll just become habit. It'll just always be like on the edge, up top on the edge of the desk or whatever. You can just come around and just do that randomly.
Yeah, because like I don't want to do anything that's gonna like take away from like actual like learning time or anything that's gonna be like distracting, like a distraction, or anything they have to carry or something that they're gonna lose.
Because they're still 6th graders. So what's a 6th grader? 11 years old.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's still very touchy. They're not quite teenagers. They're not kids. It's a lot, with kids that age. Feeling they're hurt quick. They still could cry, boy or girl, in class, and so it's just that's.
As he said, oh my gosh, and what prizes do 6th graders like nowadays?
Right.
That is a good question.
Yeah.
So I found like these really cool like decal stickers or like vinyl stickers where they can stick on like their water bottles or like their computers. All different types. Cool erasers. There's things on my Amazon wish list that I added, like cool like little keychains, emoji keychains, like I don't know, just cute little like knickknacks, I guess. But I was wondering that, I was like, Ma, like, what do
I like that.
like?
Renee said, kids have to learn responsibility. Just explain up front that if they lose, they have to start all over. Yeah, I think that's great. You can't like go back and think, well, how many did you have? Because it's just like, no, she only had 3. No, I had 4. Too much. You lose it. It's gone. Start all over. Mm-hmm. Be thankful you can start all over.
And maybe it can be like an every other Friday thing or something, so it's not.
Unless you get a mom like me, then I'll be like, I'll be calling the school. I know for a fact I am not a lie. I know what my kids had on there. So.
But what about responsibility? What about it? I don't know, but I promise you I ain't arguing with nobody over no prizes. I'm like, all right, they'll have a fresh card right here on the table. If somebody's mom called, like, I'm not arguing with someone over junk in a prize box, prize chest. I'm not doing that.
I was going to send somebody over the deep end. Like, is it worth it?
No, it's not.
Is it worth it? It's
not over a prize box with stickers in it. No, it's not worth it.
I told you all that story a couple of weeks ago when Adam was in 3rd grade, and each class had a team, and so he was all part of like working with his team to win the prize. I think it lasted all month long, and then the week that they gave out the prizes, he was homesick, so he didn't get the prize. Not on my watch. So when he went back to school, everybody was showing their prizes that they had got like the Friday before or whatever. He was there Monday. He was so upset he didn't get a prize, and the teacher said, "Well, you weren't here." What? What in the world is that? He wasn't there, but he was there like the entire month. He was out for 1 week. Not on my watch. But see, that's a seasoned teacher, because she heard me and then she's like, no big deal. She didn't understand. Like, whatever, anything to appease the parents. That's what I like. Experienced, seasoned teacher. So, of course, Adam got to go into the prize box and apologized profusely, as she should have, because it was nonsense. It was no big deal, and he was part of that. So something like that, I cannot stand a teacher that plays hardball like that. That grandma struck me as that type that she would be like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine us all in the principal's office over like the treasure chest?
Yeah,
Like,
I sure
sir,
can.
I got stuff to do. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not arguing with parent over a
I was in the
treasure
principal's
chest. Like,
office
it's not a big deal.
Over Spencer's Pokemon book. Remember that time? He brought the Pokemon book to school and somebody stole it from him. And the teacher didn't remember Spencer having it, but she thought that she knew the other boy liked Pokemon. Well, just because you didn't see Spencer have it, he most certainly did. He was like the Pokemon king at that time. He had everything, but he most certainly did. Where he went wrong was he brought it to school. And then lost it, but somebody was sticky fingered, and I know we were all up in the principal's office. Yes, we were all chasing the teacher down the street, running, crying down the hall, right on her. I was running, crying too. Right on. We all ended up in the principal's office. Yeah.
Let me see. Maybe do what you remember your 6th grade teacher rewarding the class with. I don't remember.
Mm-mm.
I can't think of a teacher that does something like that actually in like the middle school like I'm in. Like one of the teachers I covered for, I saw she had like homework passes, but like nobody does this kind of like incentive kind of thing. I like incentives. Like the incentive for people like, you know, to go to work is that they will get some money. Like there's an incentive. So like, you know, kids are gonna go to school, they're gonna work do their best. Like it has some type of cool incentive. So like why not a cool I wanted to do Jolly Ranchers, but again, like you can't give kids candy or food or whatever. I would love to be incentivized with some food, like some candy. Like that's what like I'm all about. But
yes,
you can't do that. So.
Eric, yes, Diva Pearl is in my hair tonight. This is the stretch, that stretch cream style. What was it, styling stretch cream? Do they even make that anymore?
What'd you use?
The stretch cream.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Do they make that anymore? I know that we had a brand new one that had never been opened, so I opened it and used it today. But when I think about it, when I went to look at the site to see what was still available, I don't remember seeing that. Does anybody know?
Sierra, monthly seems so far. It seems like the month is just so long. Maybe even every other week. Maybe every week is too much. Maybe every other week. Like a paycheck. Bi-weekly.
I think gift cards can be expensive. Like, how much do you put on a gift card? Is it like a?
I don't want it something like that. Like someone said if they do good all year, get them a bike. Like.
They got the burden on the parents. I'm like, here we go with a gift card. And kids get no understanding. So then the Spencer will come running in the door like, my God, oh my God, to what store? You know, and oh my God.
Were you so grateful about gift cards?
Yeah, well, when you guys come home, like don't put more work on the parents.
Like, because you have to like drive them to the store.
Yeah, they come home and they get no understanding. They come home after school, waving it around. They want to go like that very minute, you know. So, gift cards is putting the burden on the parents.
Yeah, I just want like little things, like cool erasers, like those little sticky hands, like that you like, and they stick to the wall, like just like cute, like things that they can just go in and like choose, and like they can pick, and it's like. You did an awesome job like these past 2 weeks, but when I explained it, I wanted it to be something that's clear. Like, you know, you're following these expectations. I am watching you either individually or as a class, and like bi-weekly, you know, if you do everything that you're supposed to do, this and that, then like you can choose from the prize box. Like I want it to be something like simple and clear that they can understand, and that's not a whole lot of work for me.
No, I have not ever taught kids before.
Raised 3.
But I raised 3. And I taught kids like maybe summer camp, because we went to a church that wasn't in inner city, and so during the summer they tried to help the kids like get their grades up and everything. So it was camp, but it was more kind of education based. Mm-hmm. They had to take tests like throughout the summer, and they had to do like a lot of reading and math and stuff. So yeah, we did teach. You taught math, I think, one year. I did the reading another year. So I've taught kids in that capacity, summer camp, but no, my best teaching experience was teaching my own kids, and just knowing the different ages, knowing how they are, how mature they are at each age. So I could easily walk into a classroom now and command that whole classroom and teach, simply because I was a parent. But no, that ship done sailed.
Yeah, just thought I'd bounce some ideas off you guys. It's the decorating, and then it's like there's a lot of different elements. It's the curriculum, it's the management, it's like there's a lot of different elements. So that's something that's just like in my head, like I want to do something like that. I just want it to be clear. I don't want to be swatching rules, like, okay, like, you know, in like, you know, I want to act like, no, what it is, here it is, make it clear, and this is how it works, and that's it.
That's fun, like find things in the class you can give them, like eating lunch with the teacher, extra recess, pajama party, all that. So, what are these plastic push toys? What kind of toys are those?
So I never actually asked about candy. Like, I know when I was doing daily subbing, I did like a long kind of daily sub for a high school English teacher, I think for like 2 weeks, and I did have a candy jar, and I was giving out Starbursts and Airheads and stuff, but I thought, I mean, they were in high school, so I was like, seniors, I think I had a senior class, a sophomore class, and junior, I think I had all of like, and so I did it for them, but I don't think like food, like pizza parties, bringing in brownies, cupcakes, that kind of thing. I think there was like an incident in the district, and I think that's why we can't do that. But like, why can't I have not asked. I just haven't seen any teacher do it. Maybe because they just don't want to, or maybe because it's not allowed. I am not sure. But again, like you said, like Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, okay.
Why can't you do Jolly Ranchers? Like, why not? I haven't asked.
Title 3 said candy is not healthy, so it is out of the schools. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I know kids will do anything for candy.
Like, I mean, I would do anything for Jolly Ranchers. Jolly Ranchers are
dietary
exciting. Starburst.
No,
right, that too.
Sometimes candy red dye, and it like a lot of kids are very allergic to.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of candies and things.
That's another thing. It's like, or maybe kids don't like it. Like, I want something that's universal. Like, so
Yeah.
it's like everybody loves a sticker, everybody loves a pencil, everybody can like this and that. Like, but as far as like food, I don't want it to be like, well, I can't have that, and so like they can't participate in the incentive because they can't have it or they can't eat it, and so like I don't want that situation. So anything with food, unfortunately, but I would love to do a candy jar.
I don't know how that kind of a thing works. I know at our church that they didn't like if you brought, say, like goodies in for your Sunday school class because it was taken away from the revenue in the kitchen when they have the breakfasts.
Yep.
So if I'm bringing in coffee and donuts and all of that, no one's going to go down to the cafeteria after Sunday school to eat breakfast because I have supplied the class with breakfast, and they didn't like that. So I don't know if the school district would like that because the kids have ordered lunch there, and then if you have a pizza party, either the kids are out, their parents are out of the money that they spent that day. That's kind of tricky. I wonder if you can do that.
I don't know. I think things are looked into too much. I think it's district by district, because thinking back to when I did my student teaching in like a neighboring district, she had a big old candy jar in there, and we did Halloween parties, and kids brought stuff in. Like, I think it just varies from district to district. So
no, I didn't wear this shirt, but thank you. In the main choice video, every year I switch up and get like new colors. So this is a Madewell shirt. Back in the day, those were J. Crew. I mean, still have tons of J. Crew, but the Madewell, I like the color. I always like in the summertime, like the neon kind of colors. So this is Madewell this year. I always double up. Somebody asked me one time, why do I double up my shirts? I said, because they're so like paper thin and they're like see-through. So I just double up all the time. Y'all know me for that. Every video I put on a t-shirt, it's doubled up.
Trust of Alexis, test quiz coupons. What's that? Like, you get an extra 5 points or something like that? Like, what is that? Are we blurry?
Yes, I was getting ready to click out so that I could.
I just refreshed.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
And, I'm still looking blurry to me.
Are you? Yeah, you're out blurry. Let me see if you get off the Wi-Fi.
Yes, blurry.
Yeah, is it?
Alright, let me see.
You also use Dippity-Doo. Did we ever use Dippity-Doo?
We did Dippity-Doo, and I think in one of our vlogs. Oh,
Okay.
we just cleared up a little bit. Yeah, I think probably the principal probably frown on that one. Although I did think about it.
What's that?
It was like meaning they can get extra points, or maybe not have to take the quiz at all and get an A, just get an A. But like, yeah, no, quizzes and tests are important for like testing their knowledge of something. So to actually just say, okay, you don't have to do this, you get an A, doesn't really tell me whether they know it or not. So
Or if they don't
I like
do
the
very
extra
good
point
on
though.
it, then they can take it over, or do they always have that opportunity to take it over?
No, that's not going to be a thing.
Okay.
Always redoing quizzes. That's going to have to be on a case by case basis, and what the assessment is, depending on what the assessment is. I know last year, it was open season with retakes. I think we're gonna be tightening that up this year, but we'll see. We'll see. But I like doing like extra credit. Like when I took over for one of the math teachers last year, I created an extra credit. And I begged the kids to do it. I was like, come on. I think it was like 20 points. It was something good. It was juicy. It was something good right in the beginning of the year, like 20 points. And some people already had A's. So they were like, I don't need to do it, this and that. I'm like, but it's the beginning of the quarter. Like you don't know what's coming up. You don't know you might have a bad day. Like just do it. Just do it. It's 20 points that will just be saved. Now you'll have an A plus. Like you never know. Just do it. And as the quarter started to go on, them kids that were having A's, their grades were going down, like they were, and I'm like thinking, I'm like, you should have done that extra credit, like, you know, you should have done that. So, yeah.
I know, right? Is part 2 of the declutter video coming soon?
Yes, I'm very busted. It's sitting in my editor. Where are you at?
What do you mean, where am I at?
Where's the part? Where's that question?
Where was it?
I always put a Dollar Tree or
here,
Target
$9
spot. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Target for some stuff, and I'm looking at some stuff on Amazon. Ordered actually some really cool stickers from Shein that I saw a TikTok teacher recommend, and they do have like tons of really cool stickers. So I ordered some stickers from me too. You know, stick on my little laptop once I get it.
So you're gonna tell people because boxes are becoming left, right, and center.
Yes. So last week, since I mentioned my Amazon classroom wish list, some of you guys have been ordering from it, which is amazing. I get very excited. So wait, maybe I can show you some of the cool things I got and like thank some more people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's so cool.
All right. Probably just going to read all the names.
Okay.
Okay. So I saved all the. So we have Veronica. I don't know, like there's no last name, but I know we know Veronica Glover, so I'm not sure if that is her, but there is a Veronica that sent me something. Okay. Bought something from my Amazon wish list. Alfreda Sells was super generous. Amy Barbie. Thank you. My aunt T, so Tiffany Treadway, my aunt was very generous too. Thank you, T. Sharon Johnson. Is that it? Those are the ones that I have. Let me see if there are any more. That is it. Oh, there was Katrina Lane. I think that might have been the last one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there she is, Carol. There it is. Yay! But thank you guys so much. I have to show you guys some of the stuff.
Okay. I think that's
so. All right. Woo! Sorry. Let me think.
Every little bit helps.
It totally does.
Yeah. There's so much stuff she's sorting through.
Like, it's so much stuff.
You just see what's over there. I know.
It's really like an Amazon store over there.
I know, you can't wait till I get it.
Okay. So one of the cool things that I really like is like I have a cube storage, and so I wanted these polka dot bins for my cube storage, and I needed how many did I need?
6 of them?
No, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 8 of them because I wanted to do all 4. So those are gonna be laying sideways, yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't want like any like little busted ones, and so these were on Amazon.
So cute.
And I think so far, wait, Doggy bought me 3. T bought me 1. I think someone else bought me 1.
I think T bought 2.
2? Maybe T bought 2. How many do I have? 1, 2, 1, 2.
I thought you only need
3,
6
4,
at
5.
the
I
time.
think I have 5. I think I have 5 so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Aren't
nice.
they cute?
Yeah, this was a cute pocketbook.
Right? But I love it. Totally goes with my decor. So those are going to be going in my black cube storage to house things. I totally love this. Amy built it yesterday. Let's hold it up. This is like a 4-tier cart, and I loved it because it's like perfect for my height. This was from Alfreda Sales, and it's like a cart, and I just love it. And I showed it on Instagram, and people were like, oh my gosh, like where's the link for it? Because people were like, they wanted it for their houses.
Yeah, it's like the perfect height for you.
Yeah,
great.
Love it so much, and it comes with like these little storage things. So this will be, Yeah, so this one was bought for me, and I bought the black one because one's gonna be for me and one's gonna be for the students. So like on it, I'm gonna have like, you know, take what you need to succeed, and it will have like their own supplies in it, extra pencils, whiteout, sharpeners, Sharpies, markers, you know, scissors, whatever they need.
Yeah, no,
Sanitizer.
I don't think it's in foreclosure. I think it's just she probably wants what she wants. Like she wants to sell it now and realizes because when she first presented it with the fears, she said that she had to sell what she really didn't want it. She knew how much the house meant to us because we've been here for over 20 years and it meant so much to her and all of that. But then as the time has been going on, I haven't seen it on the market yet, and I asked how long it takes. They said 3 to 5 days. This has been like well over a month and a half now, and it's not on the market. The funniest thing was I saw yesterday, and I know it's a complete typo, but her and her husband, who has passed away since we moved in like years ago, are the owners or the property owners. Taylor is on the deed. Isn't that crazy? I mean,
Yeah.
in Google it says like Taylor's on the deed. It was the craziest thing, but I don't think it's in foreclosure at all. I think that. I think the process probably is not as easy as she thought because when she presented it to us, she said, you know, all I have to do is just give you 30 days and you have to be out like that. I mean, it was just like that cold, that nasty. And so I was petrified that day until I started doing my own research and I'm like, not so fast. No, if you have a term lease, and we do, then no, they have to allow them. Now, if you sell the house to someone, they have to honor the fact that you have tenants in there and they have to honor that lease still. So I don't know, not so fast. Like slow your roll because it's not as easy as that. It's just probably finding that out.
So yeah. Also, some other cool things. Wait, I think it's cool. My aunt got me a mug. This is World's Best Teacher. I think it's so cute.
No, I'm drinking. This is a smoothie, but it's just like a package. I saw it hanging on the side of the grocery store. So they tell you to put water, ice cubes, the packet, and the fruit. So it's pineapple, and the packet, and water and ice, and so nothing like super fruity or healthy. It's just kind of like a packet thing, but it's hitting the spot in the summer. I love those smoothie packets. Where let me run.
Hi, always Amaya. Hi, Angela.
Let me show you guys what it is.
But yeah, thank you to anyone who's been buying from my Amazon store. I get super excited when I get packages, and it all definitely helps because this stuff's starting to add up.
And your ideas are so cute, and so we've been cutting out things at night, oil laminated things. That's a lot of
Yeah,
work.
the prep involved is a lot.
A lot, yeah. Myself, I don't want to show if I'm drinking. Oh, locked up and barred up in here.
Also, for those people who just like supplies, 4-inch paper clips are like
So
my thing
cute.
right now.
Love it.
I think they're so cool. These are 4-inch paper clips to like hold papers, and yeah. You could use binder clips, but I thought 4-inch paper clips were cool.
Put the extra title here. I'm just extra big. I said, why does it feel extra tight over here, me getting in and out? I said, or am I just extra big?
Girl, no, this whole area is tight.
Is it? Okay. All right, so this is it right here, what I'm drinking. So it says Fresh Success Tropical Pineapple Smoothie Mix. So it says 2 cups of pineapple chunks, like the frozen ones, 2/3 cup water, 8 large ice cubes, and you put it all in the blender and mix it up. And this is the result. Oh my goodness, it's already separated. See, busted. Well, I told you you have to help me kind of thing. It's a lot.
Girl, I've made it cold brew.
You can do it with me. But yes, they're always in the produce section in the grocery store, hanging out like a little spindle at the end of the aisles. It's $1 for a packet or something. Alright, so where is mine?
What's also cool is teachers of TikTok is a big thing. But people have been talking about this is also from Amazon. They're calling it a teacher bag, but I feel like it could be. I'm definitely gonna be using it as my teacher bag, but like students, I feel like if you're going to school or like if you work, I love it because it could be used as
It looks like you.
girl as a backpack or you can like carry it like this. But it's super spacious inside, and it even has like a USB. I think to charge your phone, or just like a it's like a charger in
Yeah,
here.
like I said, it matches your shirt. Yeah.
And there's pockets.
Now who said that to you?
Alfreda Sales.
Okay.
Sells. So I love this. This is going to be my teacher bag that I'm bringing to and fro. Tay, do you have your outfit for the first day picked out? No, I don't. I need to go shopping.
Okay, Maria is it Claire? No, I really appreciate your interest in what's going on here because like we don't know. I mean, I'm quickly gaining speed. I'm quickly learning what can and cannot be done. But like on top of something else I have to deal with, like I do not want to deal with something like this because it was so out of the blue. And I mean that's life, you know. But that's the last thing that I want to deal with is the instability of our housing situation here. So yeah, and it's not good for my MS. It's like really sent it like out of control because it's just so much stress. That's what I said. Wisdom is better. I'm like, do you have your outfit for the first day of school?
No, I need to go shopping. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm wearing yet. But yes, there'll be plenty of pictures. There'll definitely be a video of either my classroom setup as I go or the tour, depending on how much time I have to get in there and do everything I need to do. But definitely a tour once it's all complete. Whether you'll get to see the process along, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, this house is starting to look like a storage unit.
How could that be an issue if someone's husband passed away and their name is on the deed? Like in a will, doesn't it automatically transfer over to? I just remember kind of like when my grandparents passed away, when my grandmother passed away, then my grandfather automatically got the house because it went from like spouse to spouse. Because I think both of their names were on the deed, right? But sometimes, like I was reading, a couple can be. Sometimes the husband will be on the mortgage, but not necessarily, but they'll both be on the deed. And then if they divorce, he always had the responsibility of paying for that mortgage. And so then, like he's like, well, I paid for it all along, but yet both of their names are on the deed, so it is both equally their house, although he did all the payments. So yeah, it can get messy. But death, I don't know how that could hold up unless she didn't get it, maybe in the will or something. I don't know.
The first day of school is August 26th. And Essie, I can definitely do a first week of school clothing haul. I'm gonna see a teacher lookbook video. I can do that too. I can start like I don't know. So I love just wearing dresses, skirts, sneakers, espadrilles. But like fall's coming, so where I'm gonna shop. I like shopping at Target. I like H&M. But then I even like little like boutique stores, just wherever I can find a cute skirt or a nice pair of pants, like Nasty Gal. Even though the name is busted, let's place online. It's called Nasty Gal, and I love their satin skirts. I love their pants, their tailored pants. I have tons of their pants. Yeah, that's basically where I shop. Sometimes, not really. Sometimes Forever 21. It depends. Sometimes Forever 21, but I love dresses, love pants, nice pants, skirts. What sneakers? So I'll wear Air Force Ones, nice white clean Air Force Ones, or I just bought some brand new white Converse that have like a little platform on them. I bought the high tops and the low ones. I definitely rock Air Forces to work, and Converse. Very comfortable shoes. So Lavender Life, my Amazon wish list is in the description box on this video.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so
Yeah.
bye, baby. Drive carefully. See you tomorrow.
Toodles.
Add a fun word. Yeah, you should show them what you're wearing on live the Friday before.
Okay.
Yes, no,
Yeah.
who said that? No, I had to stick to my grounds because it's like no time for niceties because it's too much. It's just picking up speed. So I don't think she understood that because then she came like a few days later and saw that house got paid, but this one definitely did not. Kay said she was out there slamming things around in the garbage can
Yeah, she
and
was
all.
tight.
Ripping down tape that they put up so that you wouldn't like go on the driveway. But no, I meant what I said. I said no. I said, well, this house won't get paid today, and I meant what I said, and it didn't. And when she came and saw that, she probably was like, she was dead serious. Yeah, I was dead serious. No, there was no way because we had just gone through that whole photo shoot thing. All right, so I have MS. I'm tired. So I just was not up to it. Saturday morning with no notice. Everybody has to guess are moving cars. I said, I'm not marching up and down the street. When I park my car way down here, I have to walk. Are you kidding me? No, absolutely not.
But yeah, my Amazon wish list is in the description box. Thank you to anyone that purchases from it. Even someone just sent me some pens, which I'm like, oh my god, these are my favorite pens. Like, so anything on my wish list, like I totally appreciate getting, and it's so awesome. I've been buying from other people's wish lists. So I feel like since I've been blessed, like let me bless somebody else. So like different things people post their wish list online. Like Ashley Harris, she's a MADCURLS fan. She posted her wish list. I bought some stuff off her wish list, and that got sent to her. And then like that's so exciting. She's like, oh my gosh, like you bought off my wish list, and like it's cool to receive packages of the stuff.
Is this the first year that Amazon's doing that, or this is the first
I
year
don't know,
noticing
but
it?
this is like something like that. Yeah, I don't know if it's the first year people are doing it, but it's definitely huge. Like this year with teachers, and teachers are like doing this Amazon wish list
I
thing.
heard some states, not Connecticut, but I heard some states starting in August. If you're an educator, you will be getting $1,000 for all of the pain and heartache that you suffered during,
Want to do it? Yeah, make a wish list and put like the stuff that you want in it and like post it.
Yeah.
And who gets sent to you? Like if someone
Yeah.
buys it, like you literally like go
Because
on
if
to a wish
everybody
list.
buys like one
add to
little
cart.
thing,
Yeah.
then it's accumulation. Even if it's like a pack of pencils,
Yeah.
okay. I mean, then it's
When I did Ashley's, like
Yeah.
I went to her list and it said add to cart, and it added it to cart, and then when I checked out, it showed like it didn't show her address, but it showed like this is where like it's going. If you want it to go like here, and I said yeah, and like it got sent to her, and then I got a notification when it was delivered, and then she messaged me saying that she got it, but like it's like the simplest thing. It's
how
so
do you
cool.
get the name on the card? Like everybody.
Oh, so there's a place where like you can like for each, depending on how many things you buy, so say like for her, I think I bought 3 things off her list. For each one, like I put a different message, but there's a box where you can like add your name and a message.
When me and Doggy were doing this, I didn't see that. So that night I was like, oh, I'm like, she's not gonna know. But I mean, I'm your mother, and so we're in the same house. But I was just like, oh, I want to like when you open it, you would see like it was from Doggy. But I didn't see that part. I totally missed that where you put the name at. Only me.
Girl, you can
Yeah.
add your name. Because I was like saying stuff, I was like, girl, busted on hers. Like, hashtag MADCURLS fam. Like, but yeah, it's cool.
How do they access your wish list? They're asking.
So mine's in the description box on this video. It's also from like if you're friends with me on Instagram, like my link tree, you'll see like my classroom wish list. So it's linked like hither and thither. But there is in the description box on this video, I did link it up at the top.
Oh, really? So we got 2,000 for coming back. Oh, okay, that's nice. But no, I saw
That's
something
nice.
the other
What state
day
is that?
teachers starting in August, it'll be in your check in August. But Connecticut wasn't one of the states. But I mean, like I think they should do it all or like not, because I don't think that Connecticut should be out of the loop. I don't think that's fair.
Well, I'm sure Connecticut's not the only state out of the loop.
No, it's not.
Right?
It's not the only state, but but you are teaching in Connecticut, and so our state is out of the loop. So I think it's all or nothing. Like everybody, I think, suffered just as badly. Everybody worked just as hard as teachers and educators to try something brand new, still keeping the kids up to speed during that time. And so I feel that everybody should be rewarded. Everybody should get an incentive for that time, because it was like no other time.
Mm-hmm. So when people buy stuff off your wish list, is it removed from the list to prevent us from repurchasing? So I believe if you click on it, it will say, someone might have already gifted this. When people give me stuff, unless I need more than one, I will remove it personally from the list.
Yeah. It is something that you have to kind of like stay on top of, because people like do wonder. I know like when I did it, but I saw that you might have wanted like 6 or something. I think you said you wanted 8 of it at the time when I was doing it. It said that you wanted 6 of them. So I knew that you hadn't met that quota yet. So
Michigan teachers got it too. That's so cool.
See?
But yeah, I think like if you're going in as somebody else, it might say like someone has already purchased this or something, like to keep you from like double purchasing.
I'm gonna add books to my list.
That's cool. I know a lot of ELA teachers did that. Like teachers who are teaching language arts.
Okay.
And a lot of elementary school teachers, when I go through their list, it's a lot of books for their class library because you have to build those yourself.
You do?
Yeah, like, so unless, like, you're taking over for a teacher, maybe they have a library, but if you're going in brand new, like, maybe you don't have nothing, like, you gotta build your own classroom library.
What if you have, like, your own taste in books, like, like you have your favorite books or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I used to love that book. What was that I used to always read to you guys? Watson's Go to Birmingham.
Watson's Go to Birmingham.
Yeah, I loved it. That would always be, and that was, like, around that age, 6th grade.
Yep.
So that would definitely be in my library, if I had that in the school.
Oh, they taxed it. So the money that they got back, they taxed it. That's fun.
They did. So do you get the 1,000 and then it's your responsibility to put it on your taxes, or you don't get the 1,000, maybe you get like 800 or something? Wow, why would they do that? I don't know. Oh, there's something in there.
Busted. That's what it is, right?
Were those stimmy checks, were they taxed?
No. Right?
Some were.
No. I don't remember us paying tax on our stimmies unless, will we pay them this year?
Were you supposed to?
I don't know. We played plenty. So, I don't
supposed to put that in
know.
your tax? I did. I got a letter from the IRS saying that.
Because of YouTube. Crazy.
I didn't have to because I was a non-filer. I don't have to file anyway. So, but the IRS filed for me so that I could get that.
Mm-hmm.
I went up to a special.
Wisdom is better. No, ma'am. These are not finger coils. This is like my natural curl from a wash and go. Like, it's so funny because Josh before was like just like he was. They got to get to the back of my head. It was like a poof because he was just sitting there like pulling my curl out like because they're so tight. No, this is my natural curl. Yeah, September is when. So I cut it last July, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I chopped it all the way down, like basically scalped myself in September. So this is the grow back from September. So it'll almost be a year since I completely took it down because I big chopped it in July and then it started to like grow. I didn't go as low as I went in September. In September I went all the way down.
Okay, and then that was the last time you ever cut it?
Yeah, I haven't cut it since September 2020.
Okay.
And I like this length too. I mean, I'm kind of enjoying all the lengths. It's doing different things. I'm definitely feeling it on the back of my neck more though. Like these curls are hanging. They're not as tight as the ones up here. They're kind of hanging.
Right, okay.
So it's coming on down.
Yeah. Probably as it gets longer, it will stretch out more. Okay.
Tay, do you prefer the curls with blue for a wash and go or the purple one? The purple one. I think I've been reaching for the purple one a lot more. I know the blue one had what, the Flexi. Was it the Flexi?
That was the treatment line, right? I love that conditioner. The hyaluronic conditioner.
Yeah. Yeah. No, when I go to style, I definitely reach for the purple one more, the strengthening. I love that multi conditioner. Love that so much. I love it as a one and done, and I love putting the gel on top of it as well. That's a great conditioner.
Yeah, I had to reach for the Afro G this week. I had to pull out the big guns because it was just a lot of hair shedding and I didn't know what was going on. And it wasn't from the highlights because it was doing it before that. That's why I really had to think, should I or shouldn't I? Should I or shouldn't I? And I'm just like, I'm going for it because I just kind of like the highlights in my hair, so I did. It didn't pick up any more speed or anything. It just kind of just keeps shedding. So I reached for the Afro G and it definitely, I'm like, why did it take me so long to do this? Because I forget that, like, it kind of like stops it on a dime. And it did. Well, not quite on a dime, but close enough. But, yeah, I had to do that. So now I put it back on my schedule every 6 weeks to kind of like heal my hair and stop the shedding and just be more consistent with it. I don't know why when I turn things around with my hair, I don't just kind of like continue with it. I don't know why I stopped doing that, but.
Taking taxes out of money is literally awful. It hurts my soul. Why must we do it? Who just said it? Alicia Bass says, I got 500 bonus from Target for working during the pandemic and they took taxes out on that too. It's so busted. So, because now that I'm adulting with like the big girl job, right? So I now get medical and dental. And I was seriously thinking about like whether I wanted to do it or not because already so many things come out of my check. There's the federal, there's the state, there's the Medicaid, there's this, like all these different things already come out of my check. And now the medical and dental were gonna come out, and that was gonna be like an additional like $260 a month, like out of my check. And I'm just like, I might as well be brokey again. Like everything is coming out, but medical and dental are important, so I got it. But it took me like a few weeks to decide like what am I gonna do with that, because I'm like, that seems like a lot of money coming out every single paycheck when there's already a lot coming out every single paycheck, and I was just like bummed about that. But
yeah.
busted, and retirement, yeah, all of that.
I never really
Speaking of
saw
retirement.
what Olaplex did. I know at one time it was the rave. I know I've gotten it on numerous occasions, and I think your hair has to be super damaged to notice a difference. And of course, there's been times when my hair has been, but when I put it in, I just don't see any result as much as I see it with ApHogee. So what am I looking for? What am I supposed to be looking for when I put that? I like the oil that they had, but I just don't know. It doesn't stop anything on a dime for me. And like a lot of these things have bonding now. Like for instance, like Diva sent over a lot of their bonding things. Curlsmith has the bonding. I don't understand what this is. Like I need some serious.
So what do you mean? How come you don't set your taxes so you get money back instead of paying? Does that mean we pay more during the year and then at the end we get a big old check?
You have to make sure you.
What's the
do
point of that?
Right. Because if you don't do it right and you don't take out enough, you will be hit with a lot. Like we have like the YouTube thing, and then now you have like the school thing.
Well, yeah. Like whenever we do our taxes, it's nice to know that I don't owe anything whenever I get my whenever I do the taxes for my job, because I know those have already been taken out during the year. So I wouldn't mess with that, because like that's already set. It's when all these other collabs and stuff start coming in, that's where things get squirrely, because that money's not taxed, and then we got to pay taxes on it all at once.
Yeah.
So like with my job, would I make them take out more and then I would get money back, or is that?
Yeah, you have to kind of figure it out. Your status or anything hasn't changed, so whatever you have to take out now, I guess it could be okay, unless you got you did get those stimmies back, and I think you do have to give an account.
Were those already accounted for though, or are they coming up in 2022? We didn't get them in 2021, did we? Did we get the stimmies in 2020?
I thought I
thought the stimmies were on our taxes this year. I thought those were accounted for. Those were definitely accounted for. It was like they were like, is this how much you got in stimulus checks? And like I was like, yeah, that looks right.
Let me think. Because when did we start getting them? There was like 3 payments, right? Were there 3?
There were 3 stimmies. There was the 1,200, the 600. Wait, was there 1,800, the 1,200, and the 1,600, the 600, and the 1,200, or something like that. There was like a $600 one, and there was a $1,200 one, or a $1,600. I don't remember.
Yeah, ApHogee stopped my hair breakage from using a store box color immediately years ago. Yeah, that's when I first got onto it years ago, and I was so impressed like how quick it stopped that. And then when your hair started having problems when you were younger, I did that, and it stopped it on a dime. So I swear by ApHogee. Yeah, we don't do the deductions. We don't do like you itemize. Who said that? Wisdom is better. Do you itemize?
Yeah, we don't itemize.
We need to though.
What could be itemized?
Doggy. There's a whole lot of stuff that we could itemize. It's very time consuming. You have to keep track of all the receipts, all of that. Anything that goes into like filming, anything like that.
I heard of YouTubers that do that. They do it quarterly, so it's not a big like bang at the end. Because like for 2 years in a row now, it's been a big bang, and every year the bang is getting bigger because we're getting bigger and we get more views and AdSense and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. $14, $12, and $6. That's right. That was right.
Oh, Bumble and Bumble. Bond builder. Okay, see, another one of those bonding things. Okay. I use it before my protein. Oh, you have a video coming up on it? Okay. Okay, Miss Bohemia, but I religiously use my ApHogee every week, step monthly, and the 2-minute one weekly. Okay, I just did the 2-minute one tonight in my hair, and see, yeah, no, it definitely. I thought it might be too soon because I just did the 6-week one. So you do the 6-week one monthly, okay?
You take some of the school materials out on your taxes. That would be nice. definitely.
No, I've seen that. Watch Love Island. I haven't seen that. Is it good? I need a good show to watch.
As a teacher with a part-time gig, I have to do that, so I won't have a large tax bill.
Yeah. So no proteins, you can take the packaging.
We can only claim $250 for school items.
Hey,
For a whole
What?
year? Wow.
spend wisely. Like, what could you get for $250 for a whole classroom?
Some pencils.
Wow, yeah.
What are necessities? Tissues. See, my job is giving me the choice to pay for benefits or they can just give me the money.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Wait, what's fantastic about that?
That either you can pay for your you can go, I guess, maybe get it through the school, or they'll give you the money and you can do what you want with it or whatever.
Oh,
That's pretty interesting.
that was
Because maybe you could find maybe a better deal, they think.
right, because like my district's paying for mine of sorts, right? Well, they pay for my insurance, right? Or am I paying?
No, you're paying for your insurance.
That's the one.
Now
I
they
don't
might-
know how this like. I was on the phone with the lady. Like I've never done this before. I don't understand any of like. I don't understand.
Sometimes they may, maybe they may go in.
Dude, they're paying for it. Why am I paying for it out of my check every month?
I know some crunchy stuff was going on a couple of weeks ago. Jay took me off of his insurance knowing I have MS, okay, because he turned 65 and he got Medicare. And like basically the H with me, and I was like, oh no sir, not on my watch, you can't. And that is part of the divorce. You cannot do that until you are legally divorced. The nastiness of that, the dirtiness of that. And I found out when I was at my MS doctor and they were signing me up for all of this physical therapy and all of this. And then the next day they called and they were like, almost felt like they were duped. They were like, you said you had insurance. And I'm like, I did. And they were like, it's not going through. I was like, oh my gosh. Sure enough, I went to United Healthcare and it said I was inactive. I'm like, how could this happen? So, of course, we don't speak anymore. So, he wants to hear nothing from me. I want to hear nothing from him. So I couldn't even call and get anything straight. So I reached out to my attorneys and so that was turned around. Immediately, it had to be. It had to be. You don't just throw somebody off of the insurance like that. So that was a mess. But I think companies pay part of that, and I think they couldn't wait. The company he works for could not wait for him to turn 65 because they had to get on Medicare. Well, that might be, but I'm not Medicare age, so what am I supposed to do? So no, he had to get it again so that I could be insured because that is part of the divorce, or you will be in contempt of court. So and me, I need it more than anything. I realize, I understand. I'm already thinking ahead that when I'm divorced, I'm on my own with that. But when that time comes, but right now, no. That was such a blind side. So yeah, that was too much for my nerves.
I saw that there's a Love is Blind update right before we came on live. I definitely have to see that when this is over. I'm thinking about watching it again. I'm thinking maybe Josh would want to see it. I have Josh watching all these shows like TLC, 90 Day Fiance.
I saw I saw the one with the Hamiltons, right?
Yeah.
I saw a show After the Altar or something it's called just recently.
Yeah, it's updating on all of their lives that were on the show.
Okay.
What's everybody doing? Who's still together?
Who is? Yeah, did you see it?
No,
Okay.
I saw it. The advertisement for it, right before we were supposed to go on live, so
Okay.
I definitely have to see that.
Okay.
Did you watch it with me?
Love is Blind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw Carlton and Diamond acting the fool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw the whole thing.
And that girl that was running after that man, even though she was with Mark, and she didn't like him from the jump. They were all fighting over that Barnett.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then that girl who didn't get with Kenny, she said no or something at the altar.
Oh yeah, and remember that Gia that.
Oh yeah,
that,
her.
Yeah.
Her and that I think his name was Damien.
Yeah, I wonder if they ever got
I feel like they're
together.
on and off each other's Instagrams. I'm not sure if they're together. So
Okay.
we have to catch up on that. The girl that was giving her dog wine, her. What was her name? I don't know.
No, I'm not. And because I never worked, I was a stay-at-home mother. So you don't put into the pot, you don't pull out the pot. So,
Love is Blind is so interesting. It is.
no.
I don't think I could do that. Like, well, I'm not single, but like, part of me at the time was like, yeah, I could do it, but then like, that's hard. That's hard. Like they're literally taught, like, you know. I feel like the girl who was giving the dog the wine, like, she did connect with that guy, but then like something about the physical, when she saw him, like, everything else lined up, but when she physically saw him in person, like, she wasn't physically attracted to him. The one that, the crazy one that had like that man that was kind of like short.
Oh, right.
And
she wanted
Barnett,
yeah.
but she ended up with the other one,
yeah,
just to have somebody, and busted. And
no,
yeah.
I can't. Social Security one day on my husband's record or my ex,
Jessica,
whatever.
yeah, that was her.
I can do that, but I have to wait until 62. So I can't. No, I cannot get disability. The only way I can get disability, because I've been calling and finding out all of this stuff, is if he is no longer with us, and that's the only way, because I am disabled, but I don't have a work record. So, but I could, like, I think, work off of his work record. It's very odd. There's so many different things that you just have to kind of like know and write down. So many things I'm trying to remember, but I can't collect anything at all. I can collect as early as 50 years old if I'm disabled, but he has had to have passed away in order for me to collect something like that. So
Hi, Destiny Girl.
it's just a lot of different things that it's a lot, you know.
Thank you, Wisdom is better. I'm happy too. I've been extra happy this week, not gonna lie. You said I've been all lovey-dovey this week. But he came over today. He's actually sitting upstairs in my room. I bring him over like Fridays to like open doggy, and doggy's sitting over here.
Yeah, feeding her dog the wine.
But I was extra happy to see him today. We planned a Six Flags trip for the 8th, Sunday the 8th, rain date the 15th. But I just want to ride a roller coaster. That's it.
I don't know how California is doing, because I think it's just kind of like nationwide. The rules are the rules nationwide. I haven't seen any particular state that allows things that another state wouldn't. It's Social Security, and everybody pays into it like throughout their lifetime, all over the country. So I don't know what's going on in California, that if you're disabled, you never worked. I think you have had to have worked, unless you know of somebody particularly that's doing it, and it's probably because maybe she's working off of somebody else's record, because I did find that out. I can get off of a spouse's record. Once I turn 62, then I can get it off of his record. But for the disability part of it, the only way I could get that is if he would have passed away, and I have to be disabled, and I am. MS is like at the top of the list for that. So that's the unfortunate thing, because God knows, like, I could use the money now, and I have a legitimate disability, but I never worked, so I can't collect disability. I know, my fan's over here blowing, right?
Can you guys hear it?
No, they can't hear.
She has like this gigantic mirror here, this fan here.
No, they can't hear. I just see my hair blow.
You're fired.
SSI, Social Security Insurance is state.
There's Ashley.
Social Security
Ashley.
Disability is federal.
You're welcome.
Okay, all right. See, I don't know any of this stuff, so I got to do more. Y'all gonna keep me up all night doing my research. Anyone who's disabled, even if you haven't worked, but you have to fill out all that paperwork. I think I've tried it years ago, and you have had to have worked at least for, at the time it was 5 years. Now it's at least 10 years. So, because if I could, I totally would, but I haven't been able to because I've never worked.
She said even kids get it.
Yes, they do. Yeah, kids do get it. If they're ill themselves, or if they've lost a parent, and what's it called? Survivor's benefits or something, right? Yeah, it's absolutely, they can. That's what Auntie, I think, was getting, and then she ended up with sickle cell.
Mm-hmm.
So I think.
Hey. You want to come say hi? Ooh.
Oh, hi, sweet baby. You're so sweet. Okay, but Carrie, did you work? Have you worked throughout your life?
Hey,
And it
Sharon.
does take forever. I heard that.
Sharon. Doggy Ann.
Dougie Ann. But okay, you guys are telling me stuff I didn't know, so I am definitely going to look into that.
MADCURLS came to the rescue.
Mm-hmm. Baby, we're gonna be eating steak again. Here goes Dougie.
Don't eat my earrings. Don't. Not my
Okay,
tassels.
I am definitely going to look into that. Because everybody's saying it, so y'all can't be wrong. Alright, I didn't know. How did that slip my mind? Yeah, finally getting a hearing, yeah, because I heard it does take a lot. But definitely, I know, like, my doctor would definitely work with me on that. And so, no, I have all of the supportive evidence. I just never thought I could do it because I didn't work. I thought if you didn't pay into it, you couldn't pull out of it. So, I will look into that. Oh. See, like, there we go, Claudine, running with irons and microwaves. See, that's too nerve-wracking. You can't own anything. That's the problem. Yeah.
So has anybody taken any fun trips this summer, or how are people's like states? Are things starting to like tighten up a bit again? It's not like Josh, but I feel like stuff's gonna be tightening up again
But
before
Eric,
it's
can you
over.
own anything? When they say you can't own anything, like, what do you mean? Like, you can't own anything? A car? Do they come in, like, seriously, that movie Claudine, where they were coming in and they were like the state worker was coming, they were running seriously with ironing boards and irons, and they didn't have microwaves back then, but they really, TVs, you know, can you not own anything? What, can I have an iPad? How deep do they look? Yes, yeah, I know, we're noticing that. I wonder when they're gonna start having like the Targets and the Walmart.
I know, I like the freedom right now.
Yeah.
I feel like I might end up like teaching online again at some point this year.
Think so?
Yeah, like I don't know, just with the way like things like are just looking and like hearing the news and stuff, and I definitely feel like we're gonna be like masked again before it's over, and you know, who knows.
You can have a bank account but not a homeowner. And then how much can you have in your bank? You know, it's just a lot to balance. You know, forever like doing affidavits, showing what you know, what you have, what you don't have. And like every time I have like a hearing, print out the affidavits and have them notarized, and it's a lot. It's a lot. I had no idea how much work was involved. Y'all choose wisely when you get married, because it is so hard to unravel. Wow.
Online class
is
the safest, but kids get lost. I think it's easier for college kids and high school kids, but like middle school, elementary, it's tough.
Yeah, because they're having like breakthrough that, like, I don't want to like talk too much about it because I don't know like what they're doing, and this is not volunteer work on Friday. But you know, there are breakthroughs I'm hearing or seeing, and they are kind of like tightening up with that. Like, what was the sense of all of that then?
Andrea, yeah, they haven't said that for us, but they haven't said we don't have to wear them. So as of right now, I'm assuming we're still gonna be wearing them, like, because we did at the end of the school year for summer school, yes, and the school year is gonna be starting. They haven't said anything about us not wearing them, so I'm gonna assume. So I've been doing everything else. I got to get some fresh masks, some fresh like satin ones. I like the satin ones. They make my face break out less.
Masks, like counting them, busy lining them up, color coordinating them, and then I was just like goodbye. Not so fast.
Right?
Thank you, T-Mon. Like, I appreciate the support because it is rough, and of course, like, it's nothing I've ever been through before, of course. But you know, it's very rough. It's very stressful, and just the nastiness of it all. Because I'm just not like that. I am so not like that. I am just like, okay, it didn't work. It's over. I've gotten past the angry part and the too late and all of that. Y'all seen all the colors of me throughout this time and all of that. But I'm in such like in a good place now. I know like I'm getting divorced. I did not want it, do not want it, all of that. We all know that. But it is what it is, and I have no ill feelings about this situation. But I just it hurts me the dirt. Because like married for 30 years, like he knows the situation. You know, how do you just throw somebody off of your insurance? That is so nasty. That is so mean. Who does that? Who does that? You know, so it's stuff like that that you get the blind side. Like, who is this person? I'm still a human being. I still am the mother of your 3 children. You know, it's absolutely disgusting. And nope, I'm glad that there's rules and laws and stuff in place for stuff like times like this, because I guess it can get nasty, and I just the naivete of me thinking that I just keep still thinking that like, oh, it's just Jay, like I can just get him on, like, Jay, what are you doing? No, it's like he's like, don't bother me, don't call me, you know, don't talk. I mean, it's like wow, like even I'm shut down at that, because it's just like, why so nasty? Like, how are you married to somebody for that long, and you can open your mouth and say such mean, like, don't bother me? This is serious, you know. It's very hurtful, very painful, and I'm working my way through it. But wow, what a lesson.
Lovely art. I like the silk masks. They cut down on the masking. Not completely, but it's better than anything else I tried. So.
Okay. That's cool, because Medicaid is not bad. I've had that from time to time throughout my life, and actually it's better than any insurance I've ever really had. You know, they really provide, and they gave me like the best MS meds, like the name brand one that my doctor prescribes, whereas these insurance companies, they give you the generic, they tell you what you're going to do. With Medicaid, they don't. They allow you to get what you get. So, no, I have no problem being on Medicaid. Yes, thank you, everybody. You know, it's disgusting. It's very hurtful, and I'm getting through it.
Andrew Twitty, yes. Yeah, the silk mats are easier to breathe.
Are they?
Yeah, I feel like there's more air ventilation, which can be good for some people and bad for other people. But for me, teaching and talking, I enjoy breathing. You know, when I have to wear the mask. So yeah, I like that.
What's RSDI? He's so docile. He's so sweet. His little sweet nature. He's happiest when he's right here. He is, thank you. So he is, right? I know. We're always like, you're so cute. And this really is his temperament. As long as he's with someone, he's fine. He'll turn himself inside out to get attention, but right here, he's perfectly fine. What do you guys think? It's like nature or nurture? Because he is super calm. Very sensitive, though, because a couple of weeks ago when we were carrying on about flies and killing them, we were just like over the top, yelling, screaming, laughing, but it was too much for him. He just did not understand that level of activity. And the yelling and the running and the hiding, slamming doors, all that, he just, like, we were over the top, and it was way too much.
Yeah, we were laughing, and he was not. It messed up his stomach for a while. He was so sensitive.
Yeah.
Like, doggy.
Retirement survivor disability.
You gotta man up, doggy. It was just a little bit of yelling, a little bit of laughing, a little bit of screaming, and he was not having it.
I know, right? Doggy almost looks like a dog toy. I know. Doing this.
That's so funny. Last night I wanted to cuddle, and I just like snatched him up and just like held him tight, and he just let me, and we both fell asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, we have the pictures, right? I'll take the pictures because it was just so cute. Let me see.
So cuddly.
I was like, oh my god, like, you guys have to stay there because I have to take a picture.
I was like, Mommy, come cuddle with me. And he did.
Where was that at last night?
showing his photo online, girl.
I know. You're the owner of your image. You don't want your image shown. Okay, you'll be okay. So cute. Fake sleeping. Yeah, you little cuddle bunny. You like cuddles? I know you do. You love cuddles.
So it's almost 10 o'clock. What else is interesting in the world? Anybody want to throw a topic out there?
He has
About
Instagram.
anything?
We're just horrible doggy parents. I get on a roll and then I don't. Like when's the last time when he was a baby when I put pictures? He does. It's MADCURLS dog. Is it MADCURLS dog?
I think it's MADCURLS dog.
Yeah. But I don't.
We don't.
I
We never
don't.
put
I
pictures on
don't
there.
even keep up with my own Instagram, so I definitely don't keep up with. I mean, I'm just on Facebook. Period. That's it. And really, as of late, like I haven't really. I've noticed I had 80 notifications. I really haven't been on Facebook. I just really just can't. It's just a lot going on around here. You know, with this house, with this divorce, it's just way too much. Something's got to give. So I just really am not stressed about what I can and cannot do. I do the best I can daily.
Yes, I did get rid of the big bear. It was just becoming a great big dust collector. It was just a very big bear that did not go with the decor. And yeah, no, it did have to go in the garbage. It did.
No, I am never, ever, ever on Instagram at all. No.
It's just someone blasting me.
Every now and then, like, I'll go on there so-called, like, anonymously, and, like, I might see something that, like, catch my attention and I'll like it, whatever, and then gone. Like, poof, gone. And won't be back on for another 4 to 6 months. So it just happens to be a fluke. I might just be on there and see something and like it, whatever. But, no, I am not on Instagram at all. Nurture.
Who's Silk Sonic?
What do you do?
Who's that?
So,
I don't know what the
new
folks
Silk
is-
Sonic song.
The folks is listening to today.
No.
Same. I think I've been on
Really?
Facebook one time this month. I've been on Facebook several times. So I'm obsessed with Facebook Marketplace.
Oh wow. Okay. I know. I wonder how easy it is to sell things on there.
You
I
ready?
wanna-
You ready to go?
Because I want to try and just test the water so that when we have to move, like this whole house is going on Facebook Marketplace. There is nothing worth bringing anywhere. Some things, but not like a whole lot.
Oh, I have to go hear it. I like Bruno Mars.
Oh. Jamie Swift also plays Bruno Mars.
I don't know why she
Did she
says
tell you
that.
that?
Yeah, she did. She called me one day and she's like, it's very important. And I was like, what's up? And so she was like, Josh looks just like Bruno Mars. And I'm like, yeah, Gam. Yep. Yeah, I know.
I know she's always like, Lori, please call me. It's very, very important. Very important. So the other day she called me to tell me it's very important. It was early in the morning. I had to do the hearings, I guess, for January 6th. And so she said, I called your brother, I called your sister, so now I'm calling you. And I said, I thought they were like done with that. Really, like I really don't watch the news. Like what do I do these days, girl?
You watch the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Okay. Oh, and Dr. Quinn. Oh my gosh, they have the ads, but finally it's on Amazon. I have been wanting Dr. Quinn forever, and so I used to have all of the seasons on Amazon. That was it. But then they took it off. It was always unavailable, and then I think it appeared on what's that one that I got? There's so many different apps. It was $20 a month, but I couldn't do that. So Philo, I think it was. So, but finally the other day I was looking for something else, and there it was. They said with ads. The ads, it's just like watching like a TV show back when it used to come on TV. So that doesn't bother me at all. I'm just so glad to have all 6 seasons. So yes, I've been vegging Dr. Quinn, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, like their training camp, all of that. Just no brainer, no thought, no stress, no nothing. I can't. My nerves can't take it.
Love and Alexa, what series is everyone watching? So you're watching the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. I'm
And Dr.
watching
Quinn.
and Dr. Quinn. I'm watching Living Single and 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. Yeah, I think that's what me and Josh are watching together. And then I'm watching on my own time
Yeah.
Living Single. I'm on season 3.
Oh, yeah, your friends on Facebook with my mom. Okay. I know. I love my mommy too.
Never seen that.
Never seen
that.
I know, I need the new shows, I know. But I'm happy now that I have the Dr. Quinn because it's just like, it's like an escape. Like you can just really sit there. I'm so glad my kids are grown, they're raised, like I have no stress there. Everybody just leave me be. I even told my mother the other day, I'm like, Mom, if you don't hear from me in a couple of days, I said, because I'm super, super, super stressed. And so she was, well, I just need to know, like you're okay. And I'm like, I am. I said, but when you call, I said, sometimes you'll say, I just want to tell you, like, this one quick thing. I said, sometimes I can't even hear the one quick thing. I don't even want to pick up the phone because it's too much to hear. It's too much to listen to people. I just can't mentally, like, these days. And so I said, so when I tell you that I'm okay, I said, please let me off the phone. I said, I can't hear. I just got to tell you one quick thing. I said, because one quick thing is never one quick thing in this family. Like, we go on and on. So she really, I said, so please honor that when you call and you hear my voice. And I'm like, Mom, I'm okay, but it's just, like, I can't handle anything right now. And she's like, nope, she just wants to make sure that I'm okay. So, but I'll be in the Looney Tunes house, and then you will be taking care of me.
Girl, I take care of you now.
I do, you do that.
The other night, she had me in, like, all day. It was like 12 o'clock at night, I think, and you just came downstairs. You were like, Tay, I think I'm hot. I think I'm sick. I have a headache, this and that. Like, you were, like, literally, like, dying in the kitchen. I'm like, Mom, I was like, did you eat today? And so you were, like, barely. Like, you hadn't eaten. I'm like, you hungry? And so like, we were trying to see what was in the house. We literally had, like, nothing. We go grocery shopping. And we did have, like, our struggle meal, like, a few days prior, like, what was it, soup or something? But that night we were just, like, we were like, one struggle meal a week. I'm like, it's too hot to eat hot soup. Like, we're not eating soup. And I'm like, okay. I was like, what about a diner? And so, like, we ended up ordering food from a diner, and I went out at, like, 1 o'clock in the morning to get our diner food. You got, like, a pulled pork sandwich. I got a BLT, and we were eating fries and sandwiches and coleslaw at, like, 1:30 in the morning.
It was everything.
And then, like, your headache went away, and you went bouncing off to bed. Girl, I take care of you, girl.
You do? I never denied it. No, you do. I said to you, I said, I don't know what I would do without you. Like, there's nothing like having a daughter, but there might be, I mean, like a daughter like Taylor, like, she is so attentive, she is so sensitive, she's so mature. I mean, like, I raised her, like, she is everything like my image. Like, she is on point about everything, does things the way I do them. I mean, like, I raised her, so I know she knows what I like. It's the perfect setup. So, respectful, and doesn't miss a beat. And I know I could not have done it without you, girl. I really could not have. So I'm very grateful. Girl, I am.
Girl, I know. So much gratefulness.
But we can't cry because Zeelul's not on
no,
here.
Right? We only cry during our Zeelul collab, so.
She is a beautiful soul. Yeah.
Actually, anger is real. No, when I'm hungry, the anger sets in. Like, when I'm hungry, you got about 30 minutes to get food, if that, or else I start getting busted.
Yeah, my mother was having a fit when I told her, who was that, Callie, no, she's like, I don't want her doing that again. And I'm like, Mom, like, you
begged me not. You were like, no, because you were like, now that you, like,
yeah, and I was gonna go for the ride with you, but I had such a migraine. With a migraine, I shut completely down. It is like it is the nastiest headache. It is the most nauseating. It is just awful, and so I really could not function. But I knew that I had to eat something because that was probably what's kind of like perpetuating the migraine. It was just like.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, maybe, like, you're so hungry, like, why don't you just go to sleep? But it's like, you can't sleep when you're hungry. And they said, well, I'll eat in the morning, but there's nothing here to eat in the morning. We gotta eat now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, diners are open. And there's one, like 20 minutes away from the house, but it was busted because the ramp that I'm supposed to get off on the highway, they closed the ramp, and the exits are so far. So, like, you get off the exit, and the place is right there. So, like, it was only 20 minutes away. But I couldn't get off the exit, so I had to drive like an additional 10 minutes to the next exit, get off that exit, turn around, like, come back, and, like, get off the exit, like, on the other side. And I had to call and tell you, like, Mom would be, like, later than I said I was, but I'm alive. I'm like, I just couldn't get off the exit. It's taking me a little bit longer, but I'm okay.
Yasha, P.
But yeah, you didn't want me to go, but, like, there was no other option.
Yeah, no, my mother,
we needed some food.
She definitely.
I don't know why you told her. You knew she was gonna have a fit.
Yeah, I know. I know. Why did I tell her? I don't know. But at the time when you left, then I called my sister, Tiffany Treadway, when she's on here. So I called her, and we kept each other company, like, while you were going at that point. And then when you came back, I was just like, deuces, girl, my food is here. And so, oh my gosh, it was everything. Then we watched that crazy show.
Oh my gosh, You, Me, and My Ex. Is anybody watching that on TLC? It's literally the cringiest show I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
Who watched it this week? Like, it's crazy. The ex-wife hard down crying, wants closure on the relationship, even though he's married and they've been divorced for 20 years. Crazy. Girl. catch me acting like that, okay? Catch me, girl, knock me upside my head.
She was crying in front of her fiance about her ex-relationship that happened 19 years ago. I was like, he was like, I can't take it because I'm going to bed. I had enough of this. I'm like, I'm getting ready to go to bed. I had enough of this. Like, she was so embarrassing. It was so busted.
I mean, gut-wrenching crying.
Like her soul, crying from her soul in front of her fiance about her ex-husband. It was so weird. In front of her ex-husband and his wife. It was just weird. It was very weird show.
They must really want a TV gig.
That's what I'm getting with all these people.
Every week they just keep upping the ante. So I said, so then we went on Twitter.
Vanessa, it really is mess. There's mess, and then there's mess like that. Like, I think this is the messiest show TLC has ever done. And I'm just like, what is the point of this foolishness? Like, how much of this is scripted? I'm like, 'cause this is just foolishness to me.
We won't catch you, right? No, it was so bad the other night. We're like, should we just like walk away? Should we like, but like, it's just like
she's
messy.
sitting there with her fiance and talking to her ex-husband 19 years ago and his new wife. And she was like, you know, they're playing Truth or Dare, which was messy to begin with, all grown 40, 50-year-old people. And she was like, you know, did you ever love me? In front of his wife, her fiance, like, what? Like, he's like, you know, of course I love you. Like, at the time, this and that. Like, it was all cringe. It was all, like, cringe.
That's so true. Is it time-free? I love good mindless reality TV. Makes my life seem so much better. Is that not the truth? It really
no,
really does.
Yeah. So it's called You, Me, and My Ex on TLC. It's their latest show. I think there's 4 episodes up there right now, and every single couple is messy. Every single couple is messy.
The gay guy with the girl, the new woman.
He didn't say he was gay.
No. Yeah, well, he had he dated a man. Now he's dating a woman, but he said that he's trisexual. That's what he said. Yeah, he tried anything. And so then the other night he's gonna go meet his new woman's mother, and he calls his ex-boyfriend. Like, why? Like, okay, I want to be in the forefront, TLC. So I'm gonna be really super messy in this episode so that I can like really like solidify my spot. Because why in the world would he call his ex-boyfriend?
It's so weird.
It's so weird. It
was like such a weird reaction, but it's called You, Me, and My Ex, so he had to pull him in somehow. So he had to like call his ex and say, "Hey, I'm going to meet my new girlfriend's mom." Why did you have to tell him that? Like, it was just like he had to pull him in somehow every episode. It's just the show is messy. It's busted, and if you're interested in something busted,
I want to see the movie King Richard about Venus and Serena's dad. Okay. Otherwise, I don't watch TV.
Yeah, Isabel, the show was so weird that I was like, are these people? Is this for real? Or are they just going this far because it's TV? Like, I don't know. The show is so weird.
So, have you guys been watching the Olympics? My sister and my mother, I think, religiously watch it.
Oh.
I really have not watched it at all, except like with the latest with
Simone,
yeah. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that situation? Thank you, Sharon. Respect movie. Yeah, I heard about that.
All right. I haven't watched it in years. I know. I think you said last week you were like, "Oh, the Olympics are on." I'm like, okay.
Because I said to Adam, he was like a little boy who was 8 years old, and I think he didn't feel good one night, and I remember him getting in my bed and we were watching the diving. So I asked him in the morning.
That's super interesting, the diving.
Yeah, right? So I asked him the other night, I stood at the doorway bored, need a life. And I said, Addie, do you remember when you were a little boy and we watched the Olympics that night? And he has like a phenomenal detailed memory. And he said, yes, I do. He's so serious. Like, he's just so proper the way he talks. Remember, he's the one with the
cutlery. What did he say to me the other day? He had he said something to me, like, he had a correspondence or something. He just uses these words, and I'm like, oh, you had a correspondence? Like, I'm like, okay, you got a phone call. Oh, I got a correspondence. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I had a correspondence. I'm like, oh, you had a correspondence? Like, I'm like, and then you're like, Adam, ignore her just because she's ignorant. She doesn't know words. I'm like, I know the words. We just don't use them. Like, who says I had a correspondence? Like,
remember, he was the one with mom, dad, the sheriff, the constable.
Yeah, right? When the police came to the door because there was like a robbery at like the store, like through the woods or something, and they came to the door, and Adam was like, the constable is here. You're like, the who? Like, the who? The constable,
yeah,
girl,
no,
remember that?
Adam is just so super proper. So when I asked him, like, do you remember us watching? He goes, yes, I do. And I said, well, we're going to have to relive that moment. I said, that'll make mommy very happy. So he said, okay, just tell me when you want me to watch the Olympics. Now, and then he always, like, gets everything, like, straight. He always has all the details. So he said, now, do you want me to watch it with you tonight? He goes like, what time will they be coming out? I mean, it's so cute. And so I said, I'll let you know, sweetie. And I said, and then you'll watch the Olympics with Mommy. I said, to relive the old memories. And he said, yeah, he would.
So funny. Yeah, and the cutlery. He's like, I went inside and asked him for cutlery.
Cutlery. Yeah, so we were at Stu Leonard's, which we have a vlog on that, and it's an experience. It's a grocery store, but it's like an experience. And there's just lights and whistles and bells and animals and farms. And so we used to always go there and get the buffet. And so we got the buffet one day. We all went around. We all had our little containers of food. You know, you just get everything. Now they don't have any more because of, you know, the whole thing. Okay, so we got back to the car, and we were starting to like season our food and all that. We would get, and then we'd come back to the car and eat, and we realized that we didn't have forks and knives and spoons. So I said, Adam, I said, can you just run back in there? I said, to the first register. I said, just ask them for the utensils. So he was like, okay, simple request, no brainer, very easy, just in, out, young, could run in, run back out. So he went in, I'm opening up my food, putting on the salt and the pepper, and I'm waiting, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. 5 minutes goes by, I'm still waiting, still waiting. I'm like, what's taking so long? You literally walk through the doors, like the doors like open up, sliding doors. You walk right in, the first register is right there. They have like about 20 registers.
Yeah,
okay?
all the registers are in the front.
It's a huge store. Simply just go to the first register and just ask them for the package of utensils. 10 minutes goes by, still waiting. I'm like, what the heck is taking so long? Finally, he comes out to the car.
Empty-handed.
Empty-handed. Okay, now I'm getting upset. So I'm like, Adam, what in the world? He said they didn't have it. I'm like, they most certainly, like the first, did you go to the first register? He said, yeah, and I said, and what did you say? He said, I asked him, where the cutlery, where the cutlery was. I'm like, the cutlery? And he said, somebody sent me to the meat department. That did it. That did it. Like, who raised this child? Who raised this child?
Girl, don't start.
So, because, like, I guess the world is ignorant. I don't know. Like, his words are too big, okay? Like, they're off the scale. So, when you said, like, the person was like, cutlery? Okay, cutlery is, like a lot. Like, it's like meat. You're cutting meat. Like you're cutting meat, so they're probably like, cutlery? Okay, maybe you'll, like, they didn't know. They probably get, like, just go to the meat department. I said, Adam, utensils like a knife, a fork, a spoon. I'm hungry, I want to eat. So I said, the first register, go in, first register, just say, can I have a packet of plastic spoons and knives and forks, okay? Not cutlery, don't give nothing, not even utensils. Spoon, knife, fork, package, okay? Simple, very simple. So, no, it's not simplicity with Adam. Everything is just very, I don't know where did he get that vocabulary?
I don't know. But he continues to use it. Like, again, the other day, he's like, yeah, we had a correspondence. I'm like, talk to the person? Yeah, we had a correspondence. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
it's funny.
It sure is. Mental health is very important, you know, and just because it's like you don't see it, it's kind of like a lot of these autoimmune diseases. Every now and then you'll get something on Facebook if you have this and that, you know, like rheumatoid arthritis, or of course MS is on there, lupus, a lot of these silent illnesses where to look at me, I look like the picture of health, however, like I'm not. So this mental health thing, I'm glad it's picking up speed because it really can take people down. And so, no, I thought she was extremely brave to do that. I think a lot
people
of
are doing it left and right.
They sure are.
It's not worth it.
Yeah,
like,
because
too much.
I was hearing the other day that swimmer, that decorated swimmer, you all know my memory, that Mike Phelps, right?
Phelps?
Yeah.
Mike Phelps, yeah.
And he said at that point, and you can't say the word on here because you get demonetized, but you know, the S word. And to imagine like he's an Olympic athlete, highly decorated. I think he's the one that got the most medals ever. And he was thinking about that depressed. And so mental health is no joke. And so that was extremely brave because everybody had like such high hopes. Like they put everything on her, like doing this for the United States. And she was just like,
girl,
no,
bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, like her mental health was much more important. And so, I like to always say, people walk right over your corpse and keep on moving. So,
They give you like your family, person's family, their condolences, and they hire somebody else in your place.
Yeah, they sure do. The cutlery. They don't, because I think it's something, Vanessa, that they can't really see, you know. So they're kind of like, you know, but He never gets the right item the first time.
Alright, guys.
He's a read. When I think of Adam, I don't necessarily think of Adam as a reader. I really don't know where this vocabulary, and him and Spencer kind of like night and day. Not saying that Spencer doesn't speak like that, but it's just not so pronounced. Like Adam doesn't care who likes it, who doesn't. He's not embarrassed. Like sometimes you feel almost like you have to apologize for your vocabulary and try to like dumb down. And at times in life, because I am a reader, I feel like I have to dumb down to people because I don't want to seem so like hoity-toity, snooty, but it really just comes out naturally for me because I am a reader. But Adam, he's not like that. He's unapologetic about his vocabulary. He doesn't care. I don't know where he got it. Even when he was 3 years old.
He'll double down. He'll be like, yes. And like say what he said again. Like
Yeah.
he'll double down.
Yeah, he definitely will. But even I remember when we moved back here, we lived in California, we came back here, and the first time I don't know, maybe what he could like remember at 3 years old, and I said that I introduced him to my mom, and I'm like, this is your grandmother. This is like, well, I said grandma, I said this is Gammy, and he said, hello, grandmother. 3 years old, 3 years old, and so we didn't even get the word grandmother because we call her Gammy. So I don't know where he got that at, but he's like, oh, hello, grandmother. So,
Any other pressing news before we log out of here?
that was a while ago, Sandy. You can't talk about it, but yeah, we did.
Unless there's a new one.
Yeah, is there a new one? I don't know. I would think twice about that now because I don't know. They keep switching up now. All the things that made me do it, they'll be nigging on now.
You ever moved back to Cali? I wish. I love the palm trees. Not now, unless you come.
Yeah, no, I'm a New Englander born and bred, but if you did, I would never let you like go alone. But no, I ain't lost nothing in California at all.
I love the palm trees.
I know. And you were born in California.
I
You did this a
was.
lot. You better get your birth certificate, girl. I had to go. It was like a Lucy episode the other day. She had to get a passport, and I had to go and prove that I was her mother, that I knew her when she was born.
Yeah, she did. She had to fill
And
out
I had
this
to
whole
give
birth
descriptive.
affidavit.
I had to give descriptive, like how I knew her. I'm only her mother.
I birthed her.
I birthed her, and I was there that day. She was born on my birthday. I tried to give like a little extra like information, but I really did have to write an affidavit about the birth and all of that. It's crazy.
Because I could have just gotten a new birth certificate, which I have to do, but it was going to take too long. And, like, I needed to move, like, that day. Like, right now. Like, so.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to wait when they say 2 weeks, 8 to 10 business days, or
Oh, you got it from California. But
Yeah.
like, you should do it now because T reminded me the other day that she said you're gonna need a lot. Like one day when you get married, you're gonna need your birth certificate. So you definitely want to just take the time now to do that, and just have it here now.
Ready to wrap it up, girl?
If you are a girl,
Are there any other matters that are pressing?
any more kitchen cleaning? Is it house cleaning?
Kitchen cleaning.
Is it house cleaning?
House. Yeah, it's a house cleaning house.
Mm-hmm.
House.
No, we did a little bit. It threw us for a loop.
The second one, the second round.
Well, the first and the second for me.
The first and the second for you, the second for me
Mm-hmm.
was like
Yeah.
in a ball, like don't touch me. I
But
felt like
nothing like you can't get through.
no, it doesn't last. It's
No.
like 24 hours or less, but it's still
really,
not fun.
when it comes, you're like, okay, this is what they're talking about. They send you home with the paper, what the things to look for, and it's just fever, it's the aches, it's the pains, all of that, the fatigue, the exhaustion, all of that. But as quick as it comes, as quick as it goes. Go to sleep, and like you'll wake up and you'll be fine. I enjoyed my sleep during that time.
Hannah B, yeah, I'm getting tired. I need a snack,
Mm-hmm.
and I need my bed. I'm ready to take these lashes off, these earrings.
Girl, are you shameless? Are we gonna be posting any content this week? Shame on you.
Are you gonna be doing any editing, posting any content this week, though?
We have to do the mail, right?
Yes, all that's being posted this week, though.
Is it a certain date that's go out?
I think so. It's a collab.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I
Yeah,
thought
we
it
don't
was
just film and post. That's
Oh,
how it
okay.
works.
I thought we had to.
That doesn't mean it's going out. It's not going to us, girl. We'll talk business after this, but
Okay.
I don't know about. I don't think that's going out this week. The declutter part 2 I could put out. We have that sitting in the queue.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. After that. Okay. Again, me fixing the wall.
Girl, who asked for that?
Guys, did you want to see me fixing the wall with my toolbox?
Yes.
There were people on here who
I'm
wanted
gonna start
to.
exporting a declutter video right now because I'm.
And you were just like, nobody wants to see that. But yes, they do want to see
Girl,
that.
I was bored filming a girl was yawning. I was like, oh, I was so bored.
Just because like, it was like too much work to do. Just because I know how to handle my tools.
Girl.
I was dead serious.
You were,
Who
girl.
wants to see me fixing the wall? No, y'all don't shame me now. Support me, back me, y'all, back me up. With home repairs. That would be interesting. Thank you. Here it comes. Come on, guys.
We can rewatch the box that's been in the shelf. Yeah. those videos are crazy.
Diva review. Okay, all right. I love you for Diva. Yeah, because y'all know this is sickening hair. Right? What, girl? You want to do it?
Girl, I didn't say anything.
Anytime I have a suggestion, guys, I'm leaving the channel. That's it. I'm tired. I'm tired of waiting for my spot.
Girl. I'm saying me.
We'll watch y'all brush your teeth.
Just put it out.
Any more bloopers? Oh my god, wasn't that funny?
I feel like our bloopers only happened the first year because we were like that busted. I feel like the second year I couldn't like get together bloopers.
I wasn't allowed to have bloopers.
Have y'all bought the reformulated Diva? Yeah. In the new packaging that looks busted, but yes.
Yes, right. So, has it been all of it been reformulated? Because to me, maybe that's why it smells like slightly different to me. I know that I used to love the light holding gel. What was it called? It was like light
defining.
Light defining. Okay, because then the next way like ultra, and then there's like supreme. So we got the light.
Wait. I don't think it's Supreme.
It is supreme.
It's Archangel. It's not Supreme.
They don't call it Archangel, but they change
They
names.
call it Supreme?
Yes, they do. She's always trying to play me.
I'm not, girl.
Girl, guys, that's who's trying to play me, right?
I was like, where did
You're
Supreme
always
come
ready
from?
to laugh.
Girl, like it's like a Supreme pizza
I
or
can't
something.
believe you don't do
Why
your
do they call it
research.
Supreme?
I have no idea. Do I look like Diva? Actually, I do tonight. So I have that. I still want to see if they still make that stretch. I could have sworn I didn't see that stretch on there, but this is what's in my hair tonight, the stretch cream. So I got the Decadence stuff, so I love the Decadence. So I got the Decadence light
Well, they
poo.
changed the name of some of the products. I had no idea.
Light poo. I don't like the no poo. I got the original, not the original, but the Decadence of one condition.
You guys like the car chats? What do you like about the car chats? Like we're in the car talking.
Well,
People keep
nothing.
saying car chats. You guys like the car chats?
Really? That's like the easiest, girl. You can't even get like in the car and talk.
Ooh, girl, you can't even get in the car and talk, girl.
Skincare videos. Oh my gosh, Hannah, don't. I can't. I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed because y'all have been asking for that for years.
Girl. What's it?
No. Okay.
All right. I'll put some busted content out. Maybe we'll do a school supply chat as we sit and laminate. We can
Oh,
chat
that'll be
while we're
fun.
laminating and cutting.
What do you want to
Girl,
hear us talk about?
Can you focus?
What do you mean?
I need you to stay very focused.
I'm very focused.
You know, when you're cutting. I don't know if you're doing a whole bunch of talking, you'll cut over my black lines.
Oh my God, tell them how good I've been doing. Because like my fine motor skills, I'm just like, I just want to be so helpful. I just want to be so helpful. I was a little boy. I just want to be so helpful.
I know, then you're like, I'll come help you. You disappear for 30 minutes. You came
I know,
back.
because then I thought I had to like wash my face and do a mask. I just get easily distracted. And what else did I do? I did a whole lot of stuff. I started cleaning my room. Like, I don't know. Seriously, I have issues. But yeah, I did do that. That was fun.
Car chats are informative when we get tea.
Right? I know. So when we're cutting, what do you want us to talk about?
No, I thought about that today. Like we literally, because it's just like laminating and cutting. I'm like, we could
Do
be
a
sitting
video on
there
LoriAnne's bathroom and all the products she is hoarding.
talking. Girl, products you hoarding.
I'm not.
She got stashed in her room somewhere. Yeah, she be using my stuff.
Oh my! I can't. What did I say? I said tired of liars. What did I say about?
What did you say about liars?
Remember did I say something about liars?
I know we were talking about liars. What were we talking about liars?
I don't know.
What were we saying? We were bugging.
Yeah,
What
we
were we saying?
Oh, these are preaching.
No, this girl, I had to have church because,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so guys, so like weird, right? Weird in our house. This one, like, this bathroom window has been like getting like these flies in it, right? So like normal size ones, and then they started being maybe like normal size ones for about like 3 days. We would kill them, like whatever time we board up the window. Then like these little baby ones were coming in, got rid of those, board up the window some more, like with tape and just trying to see like what kind of. We couldn't figure out where they were coming from, and then we figured out they were in this bathroom, like downstairs bathroom. We're like, okay, really weird. You check the house. There's no garbage. There's no food. There's no nothing near the window. I don't know why they're coming in through this window. But we had everything boarded up. We had a nice day yesterday. We didn't see any flies in the house or whatever. And then today, these like enormous flies. I'm like, oh my gosh! Like, I'm like, we killed their kids. I'm like, they're coming for us. Like, cause like we were getting these baby ones now today. Like, they're these big like horse flies. They were enormous, and I killed like 10 of them. Realized they were coming from this window, so I was like, you know what? I've had enough. I'm like, basically, I'm being reactive. We need to be proactive. I was like, so I went to Home Depot and bought like this fly catcher. I have it outside the window. I sprayed the outside of the window with like fly killer and all this kind of stuff. And when I started having church, I was like,
because you said that we said proactive. We're not gonna be reactive anymore. And then you're like, that's a word.
Right.
And then we started doing a lap around the house. And then you just stopped by to tell us. Then we said, no longer are we going to be reactive. We're going to start being proactive.
I was like, God, for some proactive Christians, like not those that are reactive. That want
to bleach down the windows. Okay, definitely I'm about to bleach. So that's excellent. I don't know. I started reading about it, and it's like it comes from filth, which I do not receive that at all.
Yeah.
Because I am not a filthy person. They also said like people with like bad spirits, like would fly. Like I'm not receiving that either. I don't know where this is coming from. I almost want to think. I think the landlord dropped off some. Like, I don't know. It's strange. It's strange. I have never had this before.
No, Alicia Bass, we were definitely having church. We were having a word in here. Like, we was clapping, we was running, like, no, we was dead serious. Like, 'cause I was so serious. Like, I'm tired of this. I'm like, it's been like a week now, all different sizes. And I was like, I went out, I finally got some, like, killer. And I was like, it's time to get ahead of this problem, not just kill them when they appear.
Right.
We're going to try to catch them before they even come up in here. I was like, we're going to be proactive, we're going to be reactive no more. And then we had to have church because that was a word. Like,
right.
Sometimes we just wait for the problem to happen. We don't get ahead of the problem. We gotta start getting ahead of it.
Yeah, she did. She went outside. She sprayed outside.
Yeah, I sprayed that window. I sprayed all the windows that lead, like everything on this side of the house, all the windows. I didn't spray anything inside because we have doggy, but I said if some are still appearing, then maybe there's like something in the walls. Like I have no idea, but we'll see what has been caught. But yeah, no, I walked in and there was like 10 on this window, and I was like,
no, I mean, it really gets to the
out.
point where I just can't like control the emotions. I mean, like screaming, like don't let them fly by your ears. Like, oh my gosh, I overreact. It's just I hate flies.
And the size of the ones today, I was like, I've had enough. Like this is insane. And I was like, we need to like do something. Like start spraying these windows. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on.
There's some hairs. We haven't seen you in a few weeks. We haven't been around in a few weeks, have we? No, we haven't thought about hair color.
Like flies literally make me want to cry. And people are always like, oh, it's just a fly. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it flies and zizzles. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
The last time we did that, was that with Curlsmith when we did the hair color?
Yes.
And I know when we did the wax, that was like, I think, last Halloween, we didn't dress up. It was like the Halloween before when I was Ursula and I had the gray hair.
Yeah, girl, now's your time to start prepping for our Halloween lives this year, girl. What you finna do, girl?
I know. We always say, like, I know we're going to do so good, and then I wait till the last minute. That was like the best time when you were Ariel and I was Ursula.
That was a good one.
That was so cute.
And then when you were the Wicked Witch and I was Minnie Mouse.
Oh my gosh.
And then with Thing 1 and Thing 2, we did good that year.
Yeah. Who was there for when I was the Wicked Witch? That was so cute. And then Ursula and Ariel. Oh my god, whole bee colony inside the wall.
They could have the house.
Oh, As I Am has a whole lot of color gels now?
Yeah, they do. I saw them at Sally's.
In the Church of Tay.
Yep, I was not having it.
Boil water with vinegar, and then what do? You spray it around? Oh, rose gold. That's the color I use with Curlsmith in one of the videos, the rose gold. I like that color.
What does boiling water with vinegar do? Do you boil it and then what? Stick it? Right? No. because we put vinegar and like dish soap and water in front of the window, and like one actually well, I've been killing them with Windex. I've been walking around like killing them with Windex and like a few squirts of Windex and they drop. But one actually like fell in the vinegar, like the mix, and like died in the mix, but they weren't actually like flying into it. Like they were interested in like drowning in the mix. They weren't going anywhere near the mixture that we had. So like we had water, dish soap, I think, in vinegar in like a mixture, and they weren't bothered.
Yes, the witch hands. I remember the witch hands. Oh my gosh. Definitely bring back the witch hands.
Oh, pour the boiling water and vinegar down the windowsill. Okay. Well, see, the thing is, right? So something else that's busted about this house is that this downstairs bathroom, there's windows, but they're painted shut. So it's like, how are they getting in? Because these windows don't open. Like, they don't open. They're like painted shut, but they're coming into the window. And so like if you try to lift the window, like you probably could eventually, but there's no screen. It's just a window. Like they're just windows with no screen.
Which I found out that that's problematic because it is the landlord's responsibility to have like the proper kind of stuff seasonally.
Because this is also the laundry room, so when we do the dryer, it gets so like steamy in there, and we can't open the windows. There's like 3 windows, and we can't open any of the windows.
Yeah, no, that was ridiculous. And at one time, before I knew any better, was intimidated. Like, try to talk us into buying like a $400 humidifier just to keep, like, no, like, unglue the windows and put some screens there. Then, you know, there'll be ventilation. So at one point, I was like okay, like, you know, thinking like when I move, what the heck am I going to do with the humidifier? You know, it made no sense, but like intimidated, nervous, trying to be accommodating. I was like, okay, so that's what you're going to need, like a humidifier. And then she was trying to teach me cleaning lessons because like the like mold was growing because constant wetness there. You just couldn't keep up with it, and she's like, you have to clean better. Or what?
Girl, there's almost like
50-year-old woman, like I have raised me because I know how to clean my house.
There's like subtle like racism, like
one time she told us, don't be pouring grease down the sink. If I ever had grease in this house, like I don't cook.
Why does she think we had grease? Why it had to be grease? Why does she think we're cooking like fried chicken and pouring grease down the sink? Like why grease?
I mean, I know how to cook, but I don't. And so like, you know, you can't pour grease down the sink. Okay, like we don't pour grease down the sink. You know, it's just subtle things like that. So those definitely times. Who said Ms. Bohemian said earlier, like look into that kind of like housing stuff to see and start documenting some of this stuff because I think it's very subtle.
She's like, I'm under the windowsill. Well, we taped everywhere, and like we taped that window so good. And then I saw like these huge ones today. I'm like, how did these big ones get in? And like there was like 10 of them.
Because it's not even like baby ones where where eggs could have been like hatched, laid. I don't know.
Well, we did. That's the thing. Like we had the normal size ones, which were annoying, and then they went to like the really, really baby flies I've never seen before, like Microsoft. And then today they were the big ones with the red eyes, and I was like, I've had enough.
So there's house flies, and then
we got the whole spectrum of flies this week, like
other
in that window.
Like those little baby ones. I don't think they like those ones bite or whatever, but those green ones with the red eyes, like those are filthy, dirty, carrying all kinds of grossness.
Oh, yeah. Girl, why were we talking about it? Like, oh my gosh, like I just like lost my mind today and like grabbed my purse and ran to Home Depot and I was like just buying everything. I'm like, I don't know, fly trap, fly killer.
It's dangerous because like they carry all kinds of like grossness and what do they say, dysentery and it's just really gross stuff and you get very sick. So it's definitely something that you have to get a handle on. But it's like when you get into like it's the blame game all the time. It's the blame game. Now I'll be having lessons on how to clean, how to be humidifiers, and just nonsense. Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
You know.
There's like no garbage left around. There's no old food. There's no dead animals. Like I'm like I don't know where these things are coming from. I have no idea. I'm like why is it just this downstairs? I'm like they're coming like into the house. I'm like through this door. So now I have a sign there. I was like do not enter. Authorized personnel only. And it has my name because like I handle. I'm like the fly person right now. I'm trying to handle the situation. So I'm like no. I'm like do not enter. Authorized personnel only. We have no house plants, nothing that's living. It's very
strange. Is it like the year of the bugs or something?
It's very strange.
It's very confusing, Anthony. Yeah, I don't understand it. No house plants. It was the plants. I know like fruit flies on during the summer, but we have no fruit on the counter. Like if you have a banana, oh my gosh, like there's no fresh fruit whatsoever on the counter.
Are there any vents in the room? So, Well, there's like a shower in there that has like the fan, but then there's also like the laundry area where like there's like a hole kind of like in the wall. But I sprayed over here, like all those things to come in. I like was going to town
because
spraying
they could
the
be coming
holes.
from another area, but they do gravitate towards
that
windows.
window.
Yeah, they say.
But then remember when we were sealing up the window, we saw the flies flying around in the window.
Yeah.
So we were like, they're coming in maybe through the window. I was like, but we were like, as we were sealing it up, we saw them like trying to like come in somehow, like they were in the
They're
window.
coming from the outside right to that window because like there's no screen there. So outside, right to the window. How they're getting past that window, I don't know.
It's the weirdest thing, but
weird.
I'm curious to see basically what I caught tomorrow morning. I'll go in there and check the window, check the fly trap outside the window. I literally hooked a fly trap on the outside of that window, and it says it can hold up 20,000 flies. So I hate to kill them in their own habitat, but don't be trying to come in through the window.
That's not their habitat, it's artificial habitat. They have no business sneaking around looking at it.
I know, like, but like people are like, why do you put traps outside? Like flies are outside, like that's their, but like they can be outside, just don't come near me. Like, but we had to put it outside because they said I was gonna put it inside, but it said it needed to be in like in a ventilated area, and so that bathroom isn't ventilated, so I had to go outside.
Well, I learned to not water plants after 4 p.m. I noticed like now you go in there and there'd be no flies, blank, nothing going on. But high noon, oh my gosh, yeah, that sun, yeah. But now, yeah, there would be no activity.
That's very true. Like anywhere from like 12, 1, 2, 11, like 11, 12, 1, 2, like they're getting it popping like in the house, and then after that, once the sun starts going down, I don't see any in the window.
Right.
It has to be from somewhere. I know, that's the thing, but it's like where? Like where?
Where?
I swear I'm gonna cry tomorrow if I go in there and there's flies flying. I'm gonna be crying because I feel like I've done everything on the outside that I could do.
Yeah.
I don't know, like I won't know at that point.
It really is trial and error. You just don't know what to do, what not to do, but you just keep trying everything because you can't live with flies like that. So I just don't know. I'll be so glad when we crack the code.
We thought we cracked it. We had 1 day of peace. And then today, like, all the huge ones were in the house. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
If there's a bush outside the window, that could be the attractor.
There's no bush. There's no trees. It's just blank.
I'm hoping, that the spray deterred them as well. Some are so small, and some are just like those gross ones. You know, and that's what you're supposed to do. But in this situation, it's like I said, it's like the blame game. You know, it's something like flies. When I started reading about them, it's like it comes from filth and all that. She'd never understand. I'd get no knowledge with this woman that we do not need lessons on how to clean grease and how to clean a house. Okay, it would totally be the blame game. And I told you I can't take much more. Now I'm going through way too much, so I am not going to be battling with that woman about flies.
So like that's what's so frustrating. Because I was like tomorrow, like if we really can't, like we've been trying for a week to get a whole handle on the problem, and if we can't, now like to me the next logical step would be would be to call our landlord. Like, hey, there's a situation. We've done this to try to fix it. It's not working. Like da da da. But now that there's almost like there's bad blood there, like she got all busted, and now we feel like we can't even call her to let her know like this is what we're dealing with. What do we do?
Yeah, no, dental issues are no joke. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Sometimes like you think certain aspects, to me, like nothing is like worse than a migraine until you get tooth pain. I mean, literally, remember that time, like, I was literally crying. Remember, when you tell the story now, you laugh about it. Remember, I was in so much pain. I went to CVS late at night. I needed, like, Ambisol. I mean, oh my gosh, just Ambisol around the clock every 5 minutes. It was horrible. And then finally I had to have a root canal. And then, like, years later, when it started having, like, other problems in that area, then you have to get a surgeon that's experienced with a person who's had a root canal to work around kind of like that root canal. It's a mess. There's a video on the whole thing. Remember, he had to break my jaw and refix it, and then remember he wanted to know what I wore to bed at night. Remember the crazy story I told him on Christmas?
Oh yeah, remember did he ask you like if you touched yourself or something?
Right, yeah, remember I was in the chair all vulnerable and everything, and
why did he ask that again?
I don't remember what the pervert wanted. Like, and I got up from that chair so quick, put my pocket on, and I'm like, he would not hear from me. Don't bill me. Don't look for a dime from me. I want to get out of that crazy practice. I went there. It was a new dentist. I was referred to the dentist, and I wanted like the simplicity of like what I was used to. You know, the cleaning, and then if they see a cavity, they would fill it like out the door. Okay. This man wanted to tell me like all that he could do, like all like just lay all his wares and everything he could do, and he was gonna have to break my jaw and realign it. Like I've had.
Oh, he did it talking about preventatives, like people like women like they check for like breast cancer and stuff. So he was saying for like your mouth, like you want to get ahead of the problem.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
Like, but
proactive,
I think
not reactive.
probably like the language barrier came out wrong.
There was a huge language barrier. So they were talking about my teeth. Like I wanted my teeth until I was 90 years old, and I'm like, I'll be happy to live to be 90. I said that was going to be the last thing I'll be thinking about, I'm sure, are my teeth at 90. So he said, no, like I should get on it right then and there. He said, like at night, he said, like when you're in the bed, like, do you touch yourself? Like, what? Like, what? Like, don't say that to me. It was so inappropriate. It was like I was in a dentist chair, and he's asking me, it just did not, I can't, okay? I just couldn't.
Yeah.
And I grabbed my purse, don't look at me, don't bill me, I don't want to hear nothing. Like, I just was so blindsided by that crazy question. Maybe he was trying to make the analogy about like how like my teeth will be good at 90, like comparing like then like you look for like breast cancer. I didn't know where it fit in. It was weird. I don't like weird stuff.
It wasn't correlating.
It wasn't correlating.
The math wasn't mathing.
No, so that was way too much. Yeah, so there's a story. One Christmas I think I told the story, the dentist story, and which video was that? I don't remember. But yeah.
It's bedtime. People keep saying good night. I'm ready to say good night too.
Well, girl, I ain't out talking. Use a whole name for it.
Girl.
All right, I'm ready.
Guys, it's been fun.
It's been fun.
Thank you so much for coming to our live stream.
Like the live, everyone. That's Ari. Like the live as you go out.
And
I know, only me, right? Guys.
girl, only you, girl.
I need to write a book.
Girl, bust it.
You'll be my ghostwriter.
Girl, bust it.
I'll translate if you just do the writing.
Girl. Girl, I get some of the royalties.
Roll call. Girl, yes, you will. Send it to you. Like it too.
Oh my god, it's almost 11 p.m. I know. Like,
Wow.
we're all going to bed now.
And my twister. Smiling. Good night, Ari. Love you. Good night, everybody. Good night, Andrea. I just said a little bit of a faith when just said hello. Girlfriend, good night, Elizabeth, So-a-song, Shell S, Sandy Sparkle, good night, E.R., Miss Bohemia, S.E., Hannah B. It's been great. What's that song? It's been out of box. Until we meet again.
It's been great to play and sing together in the box, and now it's time to say goodbye.
No, we definitely will. I'll keep you updated. I will. Okay, I'll call you.
All right. And thank you to those again who have stopped by my Amazon wish list. I appreciate you guys. It's awesome. I love having a piece of like MADCURLS in my classroom. Like there's a MADCURLS student that reached out because she said her daughter-in-law does like the classroom door hangers. And she wanted to like create one. Like I'm gonna love having like a piece of MADCURLS in the room. Whether it's like someone bought me pens or like I'll know like a vine hanging from the ceiling. Like somebody got like I don't know. I just love that. I love having MADCURLS in the room. Even though like
thank you. Yeah, I know that was a couple weeks ago. Our birthdays.
Oh yeah.
But Wanda had one. She was celebrating with rose gold hair this week.
Right.
We enjoyed y'all too.
Until next time.
That's 2 for 2, guys. Let's see if we can get 3 for 3 next week.
What were we talking about, girl?
We showed up again.
Oh, we did. We did. 2 lives in a week. We almost did. You were taking your sweet time. It was like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, what are you doing? Your hair's not even done.
Because I knew what I had to do, and I knew. And we have the dryer. I said I sit under the dryer, and it goes quick. I don't have to like worry about my hair drying.
Girl, you were still late though. We came on at 8:25.
I know.
Oh, where are your bracelets? We're upstairs looking for bracelets, not your bracetless. Did you run out of time? What's your bracelet box?
I didn't say I was doing bracelets.
You took out the bracelet box. I saw you.
Yes, because I was looking for stud earrings.
Okay, make sure you get those back.
She loaned me the stud. I'm cute. I'm so cute.
You're like, I need stud earrings. Like I'm Claire's. or JCPenney's or Macy's
I know, I
or.
like them to do like flat. I was really looking for mine. I didn't have time to look, so I just needed.
They're like, I need studs.
I did. That's why they're made.
Alright, we're leaving.
All right, really.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
See you next
See you
time.
next week.